What's up, everybody? Welcome to another, I almost said Small Engine Saturday, but we call this one Let's Talk Tools Saturday. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. We got 4 people in the house. We got Patrick Evans, we got Cajun, we got Shaggy, we got Mike Hodge. Welcome, everybody. If you ain't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Share this out. Let's make this one of the best tool live streams on YouTube.
No, we're dying.
Oh, shit, we got 5 people in the house. All right, guys. So let's see what channel news I got this week before we start sending out links and stuff. I'm almost monetized. I need 100 more hours, and then I'll be monetized. I'm hoping by next Saturday. Next Sunday is my birthday, but next Saturday I'm thinking a big YouTube video live stream. So I'm hoping to get monetized by then. We're getting really close to being monetized by then. If you want to help out the channel, there's other ways to help out the channel. There is a Cash App. There is affiliate links. Every little bit of that. You don't have to, but if you want to, it's there to help out the channel. What's up, LNR? Did I get any new tools? I can't say I have this week. Oh wait, I did, Shaggy. No, I didn't get the. It's not the magnets. It's the. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Not gonna happen, Mike Hodge. What's up, Small Town Machine Shop? What's up, Ronald? So, Shaggy, you asked if I got any new tools, and I said I don't think so this week, but I did. So these are drop-in clamps for mountain tires. You know, I used to use vice grips, but these look like they work better. So I did buy these. I had a plan on buying more tools this week, but I didn't. Well, Shaggy, you know what they say about opinions. So I wouldn't listen to them. Make your own opinion on tools. You can listen, but, you know, everybody has their opinion on tools. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and put the link in. I know we're only 5 minutes in, and I usually make it go longer. But I don't have a lot to talk about. Maybe someone wants to get on here and they bought a new tool this week. Maybe they want to talk about it. Y'all know the rules. Mountain Dew, my Hodge. I ain't got nothing else to drink today. Well, you know. Oh, awesome, Small Town. I still need a rack for mine, and I still need to fix. I haven't got around to. Still can't get those jaws lining back up. So those other jaws are in there. Really, my Hodge. I'm not much of a drinker, my Hodge. Here, wait. Let this camera come on. There we go. Yeah, I still need to get the rack to fix the jaws on my lathe. What's up, Cajun?
Hey, Brandon, how you doing, bud? Hello, everybody in chat. Much stir. What's up?
My internet in the shop's still messed up, so I decided the weather's nice to do it out here in the gazebo.
Yeah. Hey, I seen your intro. You was on your Super A. I don't know if yours is a Super A or the one right below it.
Oh, it's a form
we got. Okay, well, we got the Super A, but I seen you breaking ground with it. Is that your garden?
Yeah, that was last year.
That was last year? Okay. That was a good sized little garden right there. That was about what, say 60 by 40 or something like that?
Yeah. That was my watermelon patch.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I ain't got far to go for watermelons. We might go this year and pick up a few trailer loads and resell from the farmers. But I don't know, man. They had a lot of rain this year, you know.
Yeah.
And that's right there in Sugar Town,
hey,
man.
Yeah. Hey, Eleanor, I appreciate that you giving him a sub. Small Town Machine Shop deserves them. He's got really good content, so I appreciate you giving him a sub. And Robert Waters, you know that's a background. That's the wall of my house behind the gazebo. Stop, prick. See how it goes tonight. Summertime, not a lot of people's coming into live streams as much or watching videos. Happens every year. It's funny, Robert Waters always teases me about those YouTube bucks, and I ain't even made no YouTube bucks yet. I'm not monetized. I want my 50 cents. Okay, guys. Shaggy said the tools that he ordered was for Father's Day. I'm starting a petition that Father's Day gets turned into Brandon's Day, because I was born on Father's Day. My birthday falls on Father's Day. So I'm petitioning the government to change it to Brandon's Day.
All right. I'll sign that petition. Yeah, I just had to add small town mechanic shop too, machine shop. I mean, I had him and I went to recheck it, and sure enough, I had to redo it.
Thanks, Small Town Machine Shop. Yeah, Small Town Machine Shop is worth watching. He's got some good content. I love watching the old machine tools and stuff. I'm still not very good at it yet, but I do enjoy those videos on it.
Yeah, Brandon, that's the best way to get a bunch of hours is you got a playlist together, right?
Yeah, I got a bunch of them.
Playlists, all right. That yep. Way they on automatic, and somebody can just, like, before they go to bed, they can just hit play, and while they sleep, they actually giving you hours on your content, watch hours.
Yeah, there's only 453 videos.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. You know,
Yeah.
you get
What's
like
up, Bud
20 people to do that for 6 hours. Hey, you know,
And you know what I think did it? I was, if you remember, I used to delete my live streams after a while, and they take away your hours when you delete them or set them private. You'll keep your hours, but it's not. It don't count against your being monetized if you go to the page and look at it.
yeah,
So I
I
messed
don't
myself
delete.
up.
I don't delete none of my live streams unless something went wrong. You know.
Robert Waters, you could probably play my videos for like 2 or 3 days, and before you got through all of them, some of them 20 or 30 minutes long. Especially if you count the live streams, that's 3 to 6 hours long.
I've been doing good, bud. How you been doing, man? I've been doing better. Put it that way, a lot better. I need to get used to this heat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because we was all used to the rainy, cool weather, and then it hit us hot.
Yeah, and then my bodily functions and all that, the way my body's been treated a couple of months ago. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm, I'm still not 100%, but I gained some of my weight back. I'll be there. You know.
Yeah.
I don't like being no 160 pounds, 155 pounds. I like my 170. You know.
Yeah. Shaggy said, I'm excited for my new lineman pliers and wire strippers. I've been doing a lot of electrical lately. Hey, that's
Oh,
cool.
I bought a pair of new wire strippers not long ago. I'll have to find them. Show them. They just some cheap ones. I forget where I got them at, and might have been Harbor Freight. I don't know. But I can't find my Greenleaf. You know, you've heard of the brand Greenleaf?
Yeah.
That's one of the top best brands for electrician's tools and stuff, and like Klein, Greenleaf, etc., etc. It's an expensive set. I had a $25 set of wire strippers. I don't know. Don't ask me where they went. So I bought another pair. These are the slender nose ones. You know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hi, Eleanor.
it's not like them free ones you get with a kit. You know those
Yeah.
kind of strippers and big bulky things. Nah, I don't deal with that. I like a real wire stripper. I'll find them in a bit.
I want to buy some of the JD Toolco ones, the Jersey Discount Tool ones. I've been looking at them on his. Oh, Mater Workshop said to tell everybody hi to everybody in the chat in the panel. He can't
Hey,
be
Mater.
here yet tonight.
He can't be here at all.
He might be in later. He's with his ministry.
With his what?
He's part of one of those biker churches.
Oh, okay. Ministry. Okay, I got you. Okay. I didn't quite get that word.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a cowboy church out here, out in the country.
Yeah.
We got a cowboy church out there. It's a good little church to go to. You know, it's just in general, you know, spreading the word of the Lord. You know, it's not Catholic, it's not Catholicism, it's not Baptist.
I kind of like those cowboy shirts. You don't have to get all dressed up to go to those cowboy churches.
Right. Yeah, you can go in your work clothes. You know, I go to Baptist church in my work clothes. I've been to Baptist church. I'm Catholic, but hey, I ain't got to impress nobody. No.
Right?
They can
It's
take
like
me
you go
as
to those
I
mega
am, or
churches.
you take
When
me
you
as
gotta
I
dress
am,
up
or
is when
don't.
you go to, Usually when you have to get dressed all up is when you go to one of those mega churches, and you go to one of those churches as a status symbol, not a church.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. No. Oh, no, Bridgeport Mill. Go ahead. Yeah, that's almost what we got in the shop.
Mustard, get it. And I want to see a video on that mustard if you get it. What's up, Steven?
Yeah, is it 3-phase? The one we got is 3-phase. It's not a Bridgeport, but it's right there up with the Bridgeport name. I forget the name of it. Hell, it's got to be 30 years old, and that thing never gave us no trouble.
Hey,
it's got the automatic.
Yeah.
Everything's automatic, runs in. Oh, man. It's not all computer control. It's just automatic. You click.
Yeah.
And then when it runs through, then it, come back, run back through.
Yeah. Steven told us some good news yesterday. Steven's daughter graduated college.
Who did?
Steven's daughter graduated college yesterday.
Oh, Steven. Hey, Steve, I didn't see you there. Sorry, bud.
Most good mills are old mills, Robert. There ain't even no company that makes American-made mill anymore, is there? Everything's imported, ain't it?
Just about, huh?
I think so when it comes to it.
Okay, let me try that.
Shaggy.
I'm surprised he could see my hearing aid in there. No, I don't wear a hearing aid. Turn up my speaker a little bit. I heard you echoing, kind of feeding back. I don't know if that was a feedback earlier or what, so I just turned my speakers down a little bit.
Yeah, but Shaggy, do they make mills? I thought they only made CNC machines.
Who's that?
How do you say that? Haas?
Oh, I see it now. Haas.
Yeah. I thought they only made CNC machines. I think they only make CNC machines. I'm not for sure. If Craig was in here from MC Engineering, he would tell us because his shop has several of them.
Oh, okay. I tell you what, Grizzly. When you buy their machine shop quality mills and lathes, I'm talking about the big stuff. I ain't talking about the small Atlas and Harbor Freight stuff. I mean the big stuff. My uncle had a Grizzly 3-phase 12-inch table saw. That thing is still going after 30 or 5 or 40 years. That big old table saw. That's his worst enemy. It took 4 of his fingers off.
I'm looking at a small lathe, or not a small lathe, a small mill. I want to replace my drill press with a mill. My old drill press is about wore out. I've had it for years.
The good thing about a small mill is you can, if you got a lathe and another mill, or a buddy that has another mill that'll let you, use his, you can make parts for them things. Or, a CNC machine, you can make the high quality plastic deers. You can make those things on a CNC.
Yeah.
And you get better quality deers than you do that comes with it. Oh, I love my Delta saw. I had a Norm Abrams Signature Series in my cabinet shop. I love that saw. It was a 10-inch, but, what the hell,
I've never been as good with wood as I have been with metal. I've always had good luck with metal work.
I'm better at wood than metal, which I know how to mill, I know how to lathe and all that, but Well, wood lathe, you know, if you can use a wood lathe, hell, you can use a metal lathe. In fact, a metal lathe's easier. It's just it's less setup time with a wood lathe.
Yeah. I made a, I didn't here, but I made a axle for my nephew's. He has one of those Gator Power Wheels, and those plastic wheels kept breaking and breaking. And I found these foam wheels, and to make it work, I had to extend the axle, so I made him an axle for it. The only problem was with not having like a steady rest. It was kind of a pain to mill down. I think it was like 16 inches at a time. It wanted to, as I was going in to make the cuts, it was wanting to bowl the metal in. But I went a little at a time and eventually got it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you do it a little at a time, but like you said, steady rest is your friend, big time.
It's so expensive, especially for those little lathes. A steady rest cost me about as much as what I paid for the machine.
Yeah, but you got something good though.
Yeah.
It depends on where you get them from. Sometimes you can go to a surplus and get them. You ought to see them machine shops here that got these huge lathe beds, and they got steady rest. But they turning shafts on boats, you know, that are 16, 18 foot long, you know, some big lathes. But that's shipyard stuff, though. That's how they make that money.
Sure, Robert. Let me pull the money on my Swiss bank account.
Hey, Road King, he's got a good, a little mill, and he had a plastic piece break in it, and he ordered it, I think, from somewhere else. It was aftermarket or something, and he thinks that gear is better than the one he had in it. Or he might have got a metal one.
I might buy a mill if I can ever get this scag done and sewed, because that scag should bring me close to 3,000 when it's all done.
Yeah, but you know that little one they use, him and Mike uses, the one with that cardboard encasement around it to keep the chips from flying everywhere? Now that's a small mill. If I'm not mistaken, it was either Harbor Freight or something like a Harbor Freight mill. Man, and they turn out some good work on that little mill.
Yeah.
Well, Mike knows how to use it too, you know. You know, hey, Road King does too. I'm not bad mouthing Road King.
This is let me show you the one I was looking at. I was looking at this one right here. That's what I'm looking at.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, that's a good sized little machine right there. Is that a tabletop? Desktop?
I think it is, but it comes with a stand.
Okay. So that whole complete unit right there, that's a floor model.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. All right. Gotcha. All right. So your milling area right there, your milling area, your table and all, that's about waist height, you know, 36 inches, like a standard mill in a machine shop. Okay. All right. That's not a bad deal. I have that mill. It's built over by. I have that. They said it's not that good.
I thought either that or when I was helping out at that festival, Precision Matthew sponsored it and gives one of the giveaway items, and it was a mill like that one too. And they're around the same price too.
It depends on how you treat them, I guess. You know,
Yeah.
on how you use them. Now, does that one have the cooling liquid implements on it?
I don't know. I don't think I.
Does it have a holding tank for your coolant?
It don't look like it.
Okay, because we do. We got a holding tank for the coolant, and but we don't use it that much. The coolant tank, because we don't do a lot of stuff.
Yeah. It says it has a coolant trough.
Trough. Okay. I'm just wondering about the reservoir.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have a trough, but you have to, you got to have some kind of filter and screen and all that in it.
Yeah.
You can get work off of it, but it shifts and makes setup of, yeah, okay.
Well, I just read that one also requires a 110 conversion, so it probably cost me even more because I'd have to go. Because anything I do right now, I have to get 110 because I don't have set up. My shop don't have good electric, so I can't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, our shop's 3-phase, so we don't have to worry about all that.
Well,
Almost everything in the shop's 3-phase.
I hope to, in a couple of years, be able to build a shop and have good electric. So.
We got a huge metal shaper. We got a huge metal shaper in there that looks like a EMD engine. You know what an EMD is, huh? The engines, the big diesels.
Yeah.
They go on trains and stuff. This looks like one of them big EMD, and it's a metal shaper. And I'm pretty sure that John is going to want to get rid of it here in the near future, because we'll never do nothing with that. We never did. His dad did, and just set it to the side and never used it again. And that thing's around, I don't know, 12 grand or something.
Yeah. You know what I almost bought in Ohio, but I had no way to haul it back? They had the metal shaper for $250.
Mm. You mean like
a surface grinder? A surface grinder, not a.
Surface grinder. All right. Hey, I like a surface. I like a surface grinder. I do.
Yeah. And it was a small one. What was that company? Brown and Sharp. It was a Brown and Sharp.
Yeah, we don't have one of those. We actually don't need it, but it would come in handy every now and then, though, because I resurface heads with. We got a big old thick piece of glass, and we put our sandpaper around that, and then flatten heads on that.
I got a piece of granite that I use.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I tell y'all what, Ohio's the place to go though to pick up machine tools and bring it back to your area because they're cheap. They're a dime a dozen there and they're cheap. A person can go up there with a gooseneck and bring it back down to the south and make a killing.
If I'm not mistaken, that's where that mill we got came from.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, it was up north up there in that area. Talk about a pain in the butt to get it in the shop, too. Good thing there was a big forklift in there. No, the small forklift didn't handle it. We had to borrow one. I'll be right back.
Okay. Western PA Munster, you really should just go into Ohio, man. You can find those deals like left and right. I saw big mills over there for like what Robert was saying, $600-900. Some even cheaper over there, over in the Ohio part. So what you would spend, you could probably spend less with fuel and going that way and getting one. It's cheap. Especially if you go around to the Dayton area, the Dayton and Cincinnati area. I got some of my machinist tools in Cincinnati while I was up there. I bought a bunch of tooling for $250. Y'all seen the tool haul video. Oh man, you're telling me y'all don't watch my videos, Robert? What the heck? My COD is not called Father's Day no more. It's called Brandon's Day. You gotta remember that. Oh, okay, I got you, Mudster. So it's already had been converted over to single phase. And that is something, though, a lot of the equipment I saw in Ohio, a lot of it was three-phase stuff. Because it's bigger equipment, you know, it's industrial. Ohio, that part of Ohio is industrial.
Johnny's shop, our shop, is the first three-phase business in town.
Wow.
They didn't have three-phase there.
And that's actual three-phase and not even, that's actual three-phase and not converters?
No, it's actually three-phase. They had to run an extra wire from the transformer station up on top to come to the shop. That's three-phase. That's four wires coming in.
I bet you setup for that, especially these days, would be really expensive.
Back then it wasn't. Johnny's daddy was very good friends with somebody in the CLECO and somebody in the Federal Trade Commission.
Yeah. And that's what I was talking about. Wayne.
Hey, Wayne.
Those converters are starting to they're not as expensive as they used to be.
Yeah, we have, we don't have 110 three-phase. We got 220 220 Delta or whatever it is.
What I can't wait to have a bigger shop is to actually have a two-stage air compressor. Especially
we have
more into time.
We have one huge air compressor. Both of them are on three-phase. And
wow,
I forgot about that. I was going to look at the box. We got a switchblade that came loose. So what we're going to do, either Johnny doesn't like having to do it by hand, so he wants it done right with a new breaker, a new switch box. And so Matt, I mean, I do electrical work, but I'm not that familiar with three-phase. Matt is, and he's familiar with the Delta too, the Delta electric, which is totally different. That's what, like Baton Rouge, all them refineries, that's what they own, that Delta crap. And but we got two air compressors. both of them on 3-phase, and they combine together. And it's right around, I want to say we got 300 gallons of air total of tank.
Yeah, I only
Right.
got right now. I got a 20-gallon tank, and that's what I use to put air in tires. And it's not always
Yeah.
easy when you're popping beans in tires with a small
And you,
tank like that.
oh yeah, you got one of them little oilless compressors on yours.
Well, I got it. Yeah, it's an oldest one, but it's a
Yeah.
Coleman. Supposedly,
Yeah.
it says 5 horsepower. It's a motor on that. It's I never seen a single phase like that. That motor's this big around.
Yeah, watch that video, one of those videos on your tire machine. You was doing
Yeah,
the
the
tire,
one
and
that little bit one in the loft. I had the Harbor Freight one in the loft.
oh, okay. Well, I couldn't hardly hear you because of the compressor.
Yeah.
So that's what reminded me. Oh yeah, he's got an oilless compressor. Ours,
Yep.
you can be in the compressor room and you can still have a conversation.
Yeah, my uncle
I
has
mean,
a nice Cornwell one, and it's very quiet.
oh yeah. They do make some oilless compressors that are quiet, and that's what I would like to have. But I would just rather, instead of having an oilless, I'd rather go buy one of the Magnums or something, like from Walmart or Sam's Wholesale.
Well, I
With the
think for now,
220.
what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to get the money together and I'm going to buy one of those Harbor Freight big gas ones and put it outside the shop to run my tire machines.
I would stick with the electric.
Well, I don't have the electric in it. I can't run the electric out here.
You don't have an extra slot or anything in your breaker box?
My shop is actually run on a heavy extension cord. All my heavy electrics run off a generator. I can't run electric because we rent this place.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, see if you got an extra slot in that breaker box,
Yeah.
go ahead and just add a breaker and run some conduit under the ground with some Romex in it. You know, regular
Thanks, CP.
standard house wire.
Yeah.
Hey, CP.
I'm telling you, Robert, I have quite a few. And my dad just broke my brand new weed eater.
Just broke it.
Yeah, I never buy fancy weed eaters. I usually just go buy a cheap Walmart one, and then when it breaks, throw it away. And usually they last a year or two. I don't know how they broke this one.
What the head or?
No, it just don't want to start. I don't know if you put bad gas in it, so I'm gonna have to fix the carburetor. The gas smells bad, but the compression's good. It has 120 psi compression, so it's good compression.
You're in good shape on that. Just use that True Fuel in it. Hey, a can of True Fuel from Walmart is like $3, $4. You get a quart,
Well, you know what
a big old can of it. That'll last you the season.
I think he got one of my cans that had marked old gas from draining out of mowers and stuff, and put that
instead
in
of
there.
oil gas. Oh, I got you.
Put in a windmill. I'm telling you, my God, it's tempting.
What, electric? One of them solar windmills?
Tell y'all what, I used to not be good at tires, but since getting that machine and I had to still have to do a lot by hand, I've actually got better at doing them by hand now too.
What's that?
Tires.
Oh, tires. Okay, that's what I thought you said.
Yeah. I mean, I got a machine, but there's still a lot of those four-wheeler tires that actually has to be done by hand still.
You ought to hear Missy's best friend say tire. She's from the Piney Woods. She's up from there around Bayou Cocoa Tree up there. Alligator Bayou and all that up in the Piney Woods. They don't say tire, a car tire. They don't say that. They say, I need a car tour. Need a tar. I'm like, boy, that's Piney Woods.
Yeah. Robert Waters says just feed everybody Taco Bell.
Oh yeah, that way. Yeah, you have enough gas, air pressure built up. That's right.
Yeah, I got Taco Bell. Just like I can look out my front door and see my Taco Bell.
Yeah, just run a hose from over there.
Right?
You know what? Everybody talks about Taco Bell like that. I eat the chalupas, you know, which I got a couple of chalupas here a while back from Taco Bell because when I got out of the hospital, hey, I was hungry for a chalupa. Okay, I was hungry for, when I could eat regular stuff. But
Yeah.
I don't see why everybody's saying it's giving them stomach aches and the foies and all that and everything. I ain't never had that problem with Taco Bell. But I don't use their extremely hot flaming sauce neither. You know what I mean?
It's the same people that talk crap about Arby's. I have got sick on Arby's one time, but we was out cutting grass in 100-degree weather, and we stopped there for lunch and ate a big lunch, and I got sick.
And if you ate pork, that did you in there. No, I never heard about Arby's getting people sick. I heard about Jack in the Box getting people sick, but I never got sick from Jack in the Box when I was living in Texas.
Yeah, I eat Jack in the Box all the time. Every time my mom says she's going to make hamburger helper, I go to Jack in the Box. I don't eat hamburger helper. She made me eat enough of that when I was younger.
Oh, I like the hamburger helper, the beef stroganoff. The stroganoff version of it. It's hamburger helper, but it says beef stroganoff. Oh, it's got a lot of that white cheese or whatever. Oh, it's awesome.
Sometimes she'll make her own version of that. That's a lot better than the hamburger helper brand. Making her own version.
What do I know about a crunch wrap? Nothing. I used to like their Mexican pizzas at Taco Bell.
Have y'all ever had their naked chicken chalupa when they had the naked chicken chalupa? That was actually pretty good.
No, I've been seeing commercials about it, but I never tried it. It's got chicken in the shell. The shell's chicken or something?
Yeah, the chicken. And then they have this creamy jalapeno sauce.
Look what Bot said. From what most Cajun people eat, your stomach should be cast iron before you become a teenager. Yeah. Well, no, not really. Not really. Rob, we eat what they call seasoned food, which is more flavor. It's highly seasoned, but it's flavor. It's not hot. Onions, bell pepper, garlic, celery, the Holy Trinity we call. The Cajun Trinity, not the Holy Trinity, the Cajun Trinity. But no, we don't spice it up like a lot of people say. Cajuns get a bad rap on that crap,
They really did just add naked chicken chalupas back. And I just ate. And I'm seriously thinking about sending someone up there for some naked chicken chalupas. I love those things. They just add them back. And I just ate. I ate some good food. But I'm about to eat me some naked chicken chalupas too.
Yeah, I've been seeing the ads on them. I never heard of them before. Their chalupas ain't what they used to be though. Like 20 years ago, 25 years, 15 years ago. Man, they used to have what they call a beef steak chalupa. They don't even have that anymore. Now all they got is a little bit of fine crumble ground meat in there, and it ain't but a little bitty tablespoon in that shell, that soft shell.
Well, it's almost like the big fish sandwich from Burger King. It used to be a bigger sandwich, but now you get it's like this.
Imagine that. But they don't put steak in them no more. I mean, they don't even offer the steak chalupa no more. It's just beef. And
Their
then
breading ain't as soft as it used to be either.
they're what they call it, a black bean chalupa they got now. Taco Bell, they say black bean and potato or something. Black beans and potatoes. It's like $5 for a chalupa. Now come on.
They're
You know,
trying to
that's
get up there with
expensive.
trying to get up there with Chipotle and all those that have that kind of food that feeds to a certain hipster style people.
But I tell you what, that black bean and potato, nah.
There for a while they said they was going to do away with nachos. If they did away with nachos, they might as well close the door because a lot of people goes in Taco Bell for the nachos.
Yeah, right. Mike Hodge, go vegan, vegetarian, vegan, however you pronounce it. There was this old lady at the store one time, and she was like, this is where I get my beef at. And this store is the best. She says, but there's no cruelty to animals in this store. Everybody's looking around like, wait a minute, that cow got killed some kind of way.
I don't know what you're talking about, Robert. I love Puerto Rican food. And in fact, we just have Puerto Rican rice for dinner.
I like Spanish food, Mexican food. I do. When I lived in Tucson, Arizona, hey, that's just about as close to the border food as you're gonna get in Tucson, Arizona. There ain't nothing but pure Mexicans over there, and they own them burrito shops. And look, for $5 and $6, big as my wrist, and from my wrist to my elbow, you get a burrito for $5. You could eat that all day for break at 10 o'clock and lunch at 1 o'clock and get full. Man, Taco Bell, look, I don't know if they got Taco Bells in Tucson, Arizona. If they are, they starving to death. Because them burrito shops there, man, they give you a El Pastor for $7, and that thing's that big around and a foot long, and they got everything and anything you want on it.
Yeah.
If it's not broken, fix it. How y'all are?
My sister's married to a Puerto Rican guy. My niece is Puerto Rican, part Puerto Rican.
I got a buddy of mine. He's married to a Filipino gal. Boy, that's some good eating now. Monkey on a stick? Hell yeah. I love monkey on a stick.
You know, my dad worked with a Filipino guy when he lived in Kentucky, and he was talking about it. He said he could never stomach it, but his dad always, it was a certain type of year, they only did it once a year. He would take in an old stray dog, get it all healthy, fed up and stuff, and then they would cook it.
Oh, no, well.
It was for some kind of festival or something they did over there.
No, I don't think I'll eat any dog. I'll eat a raccoon now. I've ate raccoon already many times. But
I want to try iguana. I think iguana looks good. I keep seeing pictures of iguana cooked. And guinea pig. Guinea pig, I seen it on the Food Channel. They had it deep fried in Peru. Guinea pigs look pretty good.
Hey, iguana's awesome. You know, a lot of people in Florida eat it. You know, and where they grow up at. You know, where there's abundance of them. Yeah, iguana's good. What's Broken's name?
Dave.
Dave. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Dave, the monkey on a stick I had was actually pork. It's just the name of it, monkey on a stick, but it's pork. And it's awesome. You know, it's like a shish kebab, you know? That's about what it is. You know, it's a good Asian restaurant if they have no cats around it.
See, you know, we had a Chinese restaurant here that had good food. It had good food when it had mice, but after the mice, the health department came in and made them get rid of the mice. The food wasn't good no more. So I don't know what that's all about.
Now, they have the only Chinese restaurant here in town. I mean, full-blown Chinese buffet restaurant. They have another place that's owned by two other places owned by Asians, but they live small stores. But the only Chinese restaurant buffet is good friends of me and Matt, and we know them people. You know, go over there. Hey, when Matt goes over there, hey, I need 3 buffets. You know, they'll give him the plates, the little styrofoam flippy plates, and he walks out. He puts them on the counter. They say, "See you later, bye." No charge. That's how close friends they are. This year, I'm gonna trade him some watermelons for the food. I could eat all year for free.
See, Dave said it was in the Philippines.
If it was in the Philippines, it was real monkey.
Well, he said he was in the Philippines, and that's where it was monkeys.
Yeah, well, I would believe that.
If I remember right, Dave said he was a contractor at one time. My uncle was a contractor too, and they travel a lot of different countries. My uncle's favorite place though for traveling for bar foods was Korea. He said Korea had the best bar foods. They put fried eggs on top of everything. One of them is they take one. He said outside of one of the bars, they take hot dogs and they cut them in half and lay them on a sandwich bun, and then they put a fried egg on top of it.
Hmm.
I don't know what it is, but Koreans put fried eggs on top of a lot of stuff.
I like kimchi. That's Korean food.
Yeah.
Yeah, they bury it in the ground in a big earth, like an ola, you know, big earthenware pot. And they I don't know, they do something with it. They bury it in the ground for I don't know how long, and it's kimchi. But man, that's some good stuff. It's like cabbage and, you know, it's all fermented, you know. But hell, it's good.
I can tell you this, Robert. My uncle was probably gone more as a contractor than when he was in the actual military itself.
You know, some of that that Chinese food is close to Cajun food. It's got a lot of rice in it. Cajuns eat a lot of rice in their foods too. Like jambalaya.
Well, I don't know about
you know.
Yeah. I don't know about your Chinese restaurants, but all our Chinese restaurants here have Mexican cooks.
No. They all from China over here. You ain't gonna see no Mexicans in there.
All the restaurants here, they'll have in the front doing the waitressing and stuff. It'll be Asians, but in the back it's Mexicans doing the cooking.
Wow. No, not here.
I mean, they're good cooks though, so you can't complain.
Well, yeah, that's true. We got a name of the place is called Crispy Cajun. It's a fried chicken place. They got fried chicken, and it's way better than Popeyes, way better than KFC. they get all the fried chicken business over here, just about. Because they was over here before Popeyes was here and KFC was here. The KFC is now but maybe 2 years old over here. And they serve pigeon legs. I mean, their legs is like a pigeon. You know, that's the size
like
of it. That's KFC, yeah.
My dad hates KFC for that.
Yeah, even Popeyes, they're all their stuff's small. Well, their breasts are big, but you go to Crispy Cajun, they got fried shrimp, fried crab, soft shell crab, fried oysters. You know, I mean, it's a small restaurant. It's a sit-in restaurant, but small. They don't have a buffet. They got the chicken liver dinner, a gizzard dinner. You know, they got shrimp po' boys, hamburgers. They got good food. Put it that way. And it's all. And you can see them cooking back there.
Yeah, Dave, I like Thai food. I like Thai food also.
Thai, yeah. But that Indian food, ooh man, that stuff's hot. Y'all was talking about Cajun food earlier, being hot. That Indian food, that curry. No, not me, Jack.
You know what? We ate at a catfish place around Little Rock too one time, and it really did have really good catfish. But the problem I had there was it's like they had a sewage problem that day, and it smelled like sewage backed up in the place. But man, their food was good.
But it smelled like what?
A sewer backed up in the place, like you had a sewer problem.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Isn't Indian food vegetarian? No. Well, I don't know. Their chicken. Where their chicken comes from? You can't fake chicken.
They just don't do cows.
Right. And certain parts of India, cows are sacred.
I was reading about these group of people in India. It's a type of people, and they'll go in and eat the dead people, because you know how the Indian funerals are? They'll go in and eat the dead people. I saw it on the Travel Channel one time. It's like a weird small group of people. Yeah.
Oh. Well, I don't want to hang around no crazy people, me.
Man, everybody must be out and about tonight because 8 people in and we're an hour in.
Damn, I thought we had like 22 people in here earlier.
No, we only have a few people in here tonight. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, man, I missed Mixed Mowers today. I forgot all about it.
I went in there and said hi, but usually when he comes on live on Saturdays is around the time that I'm busiest.
Oh, okay.
I got on his panel a couple weeks ago. It's really hard to get on his panel anymore. I used to go on his panels all the time. But he always has a million people waiting to get on that panel, so I don't even try much anymore. I just say hi to Mick.
Yeah. Well, when I get up there, he sends me a link, and they always have room. Put it that way.
Yeah, he'll move people around. But I always hate to be that person to kick someone else off of the thing.
We had a blast last weekend. There wasn't a whole lot of Tool lawnmower talk, if you know what I'm talking about. There was a little bit, but I noticed in the 2 months that I was gone, that it kind of changed a little bit, you know. They didn't have the guest at Tool and all that. In fact, I got a key ring from him, key ring holder or whatever. I don't know, it's like a year or so ago, year and a half ago. and I want a couple of more things, and I gave it to I gave all that to Steve. Steve, Small
Yeah,
Engine Saloon.
yeah, I've won that stuff. I've
Oh,
won
in
that stuff
fact,
before.
I won the uh, the keychain off of something that you sent in.
Yeah,
You put in a go no go gauge for
yeah.
valve guides for Briggs, and I guessed it and I put it's a go no go gauge valve guide to it. And he was
Well,
like,
you know,
"Oh,
I bet
Cajun's got it, but what brand is it?" So I hurry up and type Briggs.
yeah, a lot of them probably don't understand. Didn't never seen a tool like that before because a lot of them over there, they mostly all they got over there is like push motors and stuff.
Oh, there was a couple of people that guessed a valve tool. You know, they knew it
Yeah.
was for a valve, but they just didn't know that they wasn't wording it right. Put it that way. "72 inches. That's a that's a hunk of steel."
Yeah, that'd make something loose. Some of the Arabic food in my college is pretty good. They do a lot of dishes with goat meat. It's pretty good.
Shaggy said, "I'm still waiting on my bottle opener keychain to get here." I use the gear wrench 2424D go no go. For your Briggs, for your valve guides.
Oh, lost internet. I'm back.
Oh, you didn't go nowhere. You was always there.
Oh, it showed that I popped off. This computer keeps.
It might have been a YouTube side showing you that or something. StreamYard, you were still here.
Yeah. No, this one filler gauge is Dave. This was the valve guide tool to see if make sure if it was in the spec. It was
Yeah,
out in my
so,
shop. You probably know what it is if you've seen it.
yeah, it's a round rod, and if it'll go in there, and if you got slop in it, well, change the valve guide. Oh, for your rocker adjustment. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I got so many. I got so many filler gauges. Every time I buy a tool haul through a big bunch of tools, I always find another filler gauge set.
Yeah, where's Small Time at? Usually he pops up in here.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
that's
it's
why
a
you.
slow.
I tell you what, those Briggs and Stratton tools, they ain't cheap neither. Even if you're a dealer like I am, they not cheap.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't. Some of the Briggs and Stratton tools I have is because I bought out a small engine shop one time at auction for $80.
Yeah, there you go.
My uncle
Now,
was happy when he had to help me load all that stuff up into the back of the truck.
30 years ago, I bought what they call the half set from Briggs when I had my shop. Now, like I'm saying, that's 30 years ago. No, hell no, it's more than that. Well, I had my shop 30 years ago. My first shop. But it was before that I bought them. I was with Thad at the other lawnmower shop that I helped him start up. Half set was right at, I think, $700 for a half set. That's what they call the half set. They don't have it no more, I don't think.
Yeah,
You got
most tools are gone.
You got the valve guide, go set. You got the reamers for the valve seats.
Yeah, I
You
have
got
the whole set.
Okay. You got
I
the
just don't have the valve.
RPM gauge. You got that German RPM gauge, the tack with the wire
Yeah,
that comes out and vibrates like that with the little circle at the top. You got that. You got a spark plug tester, the ABS, that brown material with the 3 points in it. You got that spark tester. You got a couple of specialized screwdrivers, like for the jets. They look just like what they are, a gunsmith screwdriver. Gunsmith screwdriver.
Yeah.
And those are what it takes, because like gunsmiths, when you're taking out a screw on a gun, like an antique gun, you don't want to mess that screw up. You know what I'm talking about? That takes away from the aesthetics of it, the look. So anyway, you got a few of those you got a set of those screwdrivers from Briggs and Stratton. Let's see. I'll think of some more stuff later. It'll come to mind. Like I said, that was over 30 years ago. My daughter just turned 30, and she wasn't even born yet. Bakelite. There it is. There you go, Dave. Bakelite. And Rob. Two of them come up with that. No, you can still get everything. I have the master catalog, though. But like I said, I'm a Briggs dealer. And aren't you too, Brandon?
I don't like some of those tools, Briggs tools. Like I had the flywheel holder for doing those 5 horsepower engines, and I broke it.
About that long with the little curves on it like that.
It broke
the
first time I used it. Yeah, I stuck it in there, and I went to pulled the starter, used my starter clutch tool, and it broke. So you know what I use?
Really?
I use a small pry bar. I put a small pry bar, and I've never broke a fin off doing it that way.
Or you can use a band, a flywheel band. So aren't you a dealer now? A Briggs dealer, Brandon?
I am not.
I thought you got your dealership okay.
No, I got my Briggs and Stratton changed the way things are on their website, so now you don't have to be a dealer to get a master tech through them.
A what? A master what?
A master service tech. You don't have to be a dealer to get a master service tech from them no more. You can log in and do the courses.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you got your certification.
Yeah, I never got a dealership. I want to be, but my shop is too small. I don't have a place for the storage of parts.
Well, the minimum, now it depends on what type of dealer you want to be. The minimum, I think, is the first order, your first parts order, or engine. Well, no, I don't think the engines count. It's $500. And
yeah,
you got a business license, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, you send them your sales tax ID number, and they'll they'll throw you. It doesn't cost you anything to become a dealer except to buy the parts. And like I said, it's minimum 500 for your first order.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that soon. It's just I really don't have the storage place for parts.
Well, you buy the parts that you most commonly use, like for the
Yeah,
classic engines with the carb screw to the tank, and then your
I don't work on
five two
that. I
huh?
haven't worked on one of those in years. I haven't worked on one of those in years. They don't come in the shop no more.
What, the little 3.5, 4 horse engines?
Yeah, the little 3 horsepower classics with the carburetor above the gas tank.
Yeah,
I haven't seen one
you
of
don't
those in
get
my
them no
shop
more.
in.
Damn, we get them all the time
No,
over here. Wow.
most people, the ones I see now is I'm still working on a lot of the quantum ones with the round bows and the
Yeah,
plastic carburetors these days.
yeah. The E series.
Both of those, yeah, both of those I can
Yeah,
knock out quick. Of course, the plastics are
yeah.
there's nothing to them either.
I ordered a bunch of those little cartridges, not a bunch, but those little cartridges that go in the E series, those plastic carbs on the left side of the, like if you're pushing the mower, the carbs on the left side of the mower instead of the right side, what we
Yeah.
call the port side in marine talk. Anyway, ordered some of those plastic cartridges. I still got them hanging. I never used one of them.
I don't know why people talk. See, I hear that on YouTube all the time. Well, you just need to replace the cartridge or replace the carburetor. Dude, I could take those carburetors apart within 15 minutes and have that thing back together and running.
There
Those are
you
the
go.
most simple carburetors to do.
That's right.
It's
But
not rocket science.
a lot of people that are not familiar with the carb and don't know what exactly to do with it, okay? All right. Hey, quote unquote, the ball bearing on top of the cartridge, pop that out with your fuel torch tip, pop it out or whatever skinny, whatever you got. Pump that ball bearing out of there. That's the key to it. Pop that ball bearing out. Don't let it fly on your workshop where you can't find it. You
I
know,
never even had to do that.
no, but
I had
hey,
good luck.
a lot of them you have to pop the ball bearing out, especially if they've been setting up a year or two.
I really ain't had much problems. I don't let no mowers leave here if they don't start on the first couple pulls.
Yeah, yeah. I know one guy used to tell me, "Oh man, if it don't start first pull, I ain't letting it." Yeah, right. Well, you got a warmed up engine. That's why it starts first pull, jackass. He was trying to impress himself. When I signed
Yeah,
up,
if
the
it don't,
minimum order was 1,500. Wow. No, I just had to buy 500. Now I bought more than $500. Believe me.
I'm trying to decide because we just redid all our business stuff. It's all under a new business name because we expanded the business to go into other stuff than just small engines. We do power sports, we do light automotives now, we do tires. And I'm trying to decide if I want to go back to having a rotary and Stins catalog or dealership account again.
Oh, yeah. The good thing about it, since you mentioned that, the good thing about it, if you sign up with Briggs and Stratton, it's going to be Power Industries, I think. Or that used to be my old Briggs dealer company. Anyway, Power Industries, you get the 4-inch thick Oregon book. So you can order Oregon chains for chainsaws, blades, whatever. You can order that through Power Industries.
See, that's what I
And look,
miss is
you right by. Hey, you're not far from the Dallas plant. You know, I get mine
I,
the
used,
next day.
I always got my parts by lunchtime the next day. Every
You
time.
know,
I do miss the having the belt prices and the blade prices. If I have to buy blades local, it costs me a lot of money, and I can't mark them up like I ain't gonna make much of a profit markup as I can was selling those.
Okay,
Oh, I
get
love
with.
the red belts. That's what I run.
Okay, I gotta give you the email and well the phone number and my salesman. That's not Power Industries. It's Power Distributors, and you can get from Oregon and I think Rotary from them. But now those, okay, see, a lot of people mistaken. They think we are dealing with Briggs and Stratton itself because I'm a dealer. Well, actually, in a way, I'm dealing with Briggs, but Power Distributors is a subsidiary of a daughter company of Briggs. That's who sells the Briggs and Stratton OEM parts.
Yeah.
And they send you an Oregon book, big catalog, belts, blades, carburetors, whatever, chains, bars, for chainsaws. And they got some awesome chains in there. I got to give you the number on them for the small little 3/8, the little Pico chains.
Yeah.
The little micro 3/8 they call them. Oh man, look, those chains dig. They cut like butter. I take some pecan wood, 10-inch pecan, this big around. In 3 seconds, I'm through it. 3 seconds. I'm in there.
Yeah,
It's done.
I'll get my dad. I'll get my dad to call the next day he's off because my dad technically is the main owner. When we redid everything, my dad is the main owner now. We're kind of working on it as a retirement thing for him because he's almost 60 years old driving a tow truck.
Yeah, that's right, Robert. Yeah. See, he said Briggs is Power Distributors. That's right. Power Distributors. They got you in trouble. How they got you in trouble?
Got who in trouble?
Dave.
Oh.
It was hiding. It was hiding, so I showed it.
Oh.
Because it had suck in it. It's your algorithms that hit it. So suck's not a bad name. They got me in trouble. I don't see how they got you in trouble unless you didn't pay them.
See, I've never done anything in credit counts. I always paid cash when I bought parts. I never done credit.
Our first order of like $1,000, we have we got $5,000 credit with them, but we only ordered like $1,200. But anything else, and that got paid for in 2 months because we had 3 months to pay it. They give you a purchase plan to start up. They give you a plan, and sometimes it's 180 days, 6 months to pay it back, which is not bad, And you busy a lot, Brandon. So if you spend $1,000 in 6 months, and they don't charge no interest, so in 6 months you paying what, like $180 a month, something like that.
Yeah. Oh, Mater's here. What's up, Mater?
Hey, Mater.
So, Dave and Robert Waters. Remember the Gravely belt I was talking about? So let me explain. I talked to a Gravely dealer, and he explained what the parts people did wrong. So the way Gravely does, when you look at their belt in the part diagram, they list 3 different belts. And only one of those belts for that model. So I don't know why they list 3 belts and 2 of them being for different models. But that's just how Gravely does it in that catalog. And the dealer got the wrong belt. It's the next size down, which is 123 inches. 123 inches and a half, and they got on 118 one. And this is a special hex style belt, which the belt is $80 for this belt through the dealer, because this is not a belt that you could just buy because it's the shape of the belt.
Wow.
It's an $80 belt.
Now there's certain belts. If somebody keeps burning up belts, then your angle is wrong. on your V belts, like especially on
Yeah.
John Deere belts. John Deere belts, you got that certain bevel that away and that away. All right, like that. And some belts are angled different, like that and like that. So when somebody told me they kept burning belts, and I'm like, "Where'd you get the belts from?" They said, "Oh, online." Uh, I'm like, "You didn't go right there to the John Deere dealer down the road and get it?" No, I said, "You should have," because that's a special belt.
Well, see, and that's what a lot of people don't know is there is a lot of belts you got to really pay attention. There's a lot of companies that has OEM belts that they're special sizes or special shapes.
Hmm. Yeah. Just because
And they
it's the
always
right
cost a lot.
length, just because it's the right length all the way around and the right thickness, that don't mean the angle is right.
Yep. And they're always more expensive too when they're the special OEM belts.
Yeah. John Deere belts especially. They run you about
Oh
40
yeah.
bucks. 40 bucks about. Hell, I can buy the OEM spindles. We used to call them jack shafts years ago, 40, 50 years ago. Well, I'm going too far with 50. 40 years ago, we called them jack shafts. Now they call them spindles. That's the most common name for them now. Blade spindles.
Yeah.
And now you can buy a spindle for just $5 or $10 more than the parts to rebuild them.
Yep.
And if you spend a little time taking the bearings out on each end, the top end and the bottom end, and look at the bearing, if that little seal, that plastic cap seal, if you can't see the rollers in there, pop them off with a pocket knife or something. Don't take much. Pop it off on the inside, put your bearing back in, bottom side do the same thing, and then when you grease that jack shaft, or spindle, when you grease it, then the grease is going to get in the damn thing. A lot of
Yeah.
people don't realize that.
Well, there is certain spindles that is some of them are cheaper to rebuild. This Gravely out here, the last time the guy bought a spindle for it was $250 for the spindle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But like
that's
you
a
said, a lot of
specialty
them are
item.
cheaper. A lot of them are cheaper to replace these days. Oh, y'all want to know what was fun to do this week or yesterday? Is I've done it before, but the front spindle on a zero turn on this Gravely, man, that was fun to get that race off. The other side, when I did the other side, it didn't fight me, but this side, I had to heat that up with a torch and I beat on it forever. In fact, I think the last time I did the other side, Robert Waters, this was probably like 1 or 2 years ago. Robert Waters was actually watching the live stream. I was out here beside my house too. And that was the other side, and now this side went out and I had to beat on those races to get them out. Okay, Shaggy. See, that's a good question. That is a good question, Dave. I have pulled those sills off and put a little bit of grease in there and popped those sills back on carefully. In fact, I just did it on a pulley on this zero turn because it was a little tight and the guy couldn't find the pulley nowhere and had that pulley in stock. So I took that sill off, cleaned it out, and put some grease in there and was able to push that sill back on. And and it looks good. It felt as good as new. I'll put that up there so when Cajun gets back on there, he can answer it. Man, it really is a slow night on here on YouTube. Everybody must be out and about. This is Saturday, guys, and the weather's nice, and things ain't as bad as it was last year. That's called job security, right, Robert?
All right, I'm back. Cajun, what do you do if someone overgreases it, pushes out the bearing? I've seen a few videos of people doing that. They didn't. Yeah, I was thinking, say, just drill a little weep hole, and that way the grease will come out the side of it. You can do it about that far from the greaser or wherever you want. Just make sure that when you drill a weep hole in it, use a lot of grease on your drill bit, thick axle grease, bearing grease, the thick stuff, or take it apart. Just go ahead and take it apart to make sure. But if there's a little bit of a little tiny metal shaving inside with all that grease, it's not going to mess anything up. But to any extreme, if it's a little bitty thing. But I would take it apart. It's easy to pop the bearings out of it.
Yeah. Now, when you're talking, hey, Cajun. Okay, now, here's my question: when y'all talking about spindles or jack-up, now you talk. Now where at on a mower are you talking about? Because I didn't catch in on all that.
The blades.
Oh, for the blades on the mower deck.
On the deck, yeah.
Okay. Now Brandon's he's running that problem. The problem I run into is to take the bolts and everything out. They always want to snap off.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. What I do, I put never sees. Now it depends on if you got the bolt and nuts, because nowadays if you go to John Deere and buy a spindle, you're gonna get the self tappers.
Right.
Okay. Yep. So just go ahead and put some never sees on it, or if you elect to use the old nuts and bolts like they used to have years ago, put some never sees on that. Oh yeah, well, they usually give you 4 self-tapping heavy-duty screws to put on there to put it back on. That's why they give you those.
Well, I know for me, I changed out both spindles on my mower, and the biggest problem I had with that was one of the blades was bent, and when it bent, it tore up the little teeth and everything on the bottom of the spindle. So it's like, okay, fine. Yeah. So it's like, I've got this other mower, I'll just take the ones off of that. Well, I had about 2 bolts on each one, just sit there and snap off. Yeah, and I'm using a regular hand ratchet. I wasn't using an impact. I was just using a regular ratchet.
Well, so that's probably why you snapped them off. Impact kind of vibrates it.
No. Yeah. I wasn't using one. That's the thing. I was not using an impact.
No. An impact, they'll come out cleaner than with a hand ratchet.
Will they?
Like this impact right here. Okay, like that. That little small impact. Yeah. It's gonna try to break it a little bit at a time, because when you nut on I've had that problem too, especially on engine mounting bolts for the little 4-horse engines on the push lawnmower. Yeah, that little impact is the best instead of a hand ratchet.
Yeah, but I can tell you this, Mater, if you do it by hand, I have done this before. I have tapped them before putting the boat through. I ran a tap through them.
Well, I know
I have
for
done
me,
it that way
well,
before.
yeah. Well, of course, I mentioned that to you last year, Brandon. And for me, I just wound up going, I said, screw it. And I just wound up going on eBay. And I think for about $60 or something like that, I was able to get 2 complete spindles with brand new blades and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what you do, you take the bearings out of the top, the bottom, take the little plastic seal off, and I can almost 100% guarantee you that the little plastic seals on the inside will be there. That little black seal, plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just go ahead and pop them out with a pocket knife or a little pick, or what I was fixing to show you all these. One of these right here.
Yep.
Them little mini screwdrivers.
I use a JT Co. Mini pry bar.
Okay.
Hey, it works great
Now
for
we know who
it.
your sponsor is.
Butter
Yeah.
knife works
They
too.
don't sponsor me. Actually, they don't sponsor me, but he does have some good tools, deals on tools. So
Now, PB
What am I
Blaster
missing?
is your friend too. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Especially
Oh, yeah.
on lawnmower, 4-horse push mowers. Spray the heck out of the top because your boats go from underneath.
Oh,
Spray
yeah.
the heck out the top of them.
Oh, yeah. I like PB Blaster. That stuff is some of the
Yeah.
best stuff out there. I don't use
That
WD-40
little hard.
anymore. I'll get that PB Blaster.
Oh yeah, PB Blaster and Silicrol. A
I
lot of
use
people.
a mix
It's
of
it's known as
WD-40 and
Croil.
transmission fluid.
Yeah, transmission fluid will leak into there too. Yeah.
Yep.
Seep in there.
Together with some.
Yep. Well, I know that at work we get the locks on the propane cage, the front gate, and everything. And when they start getting stiff to where you can't get them locked or anything, I'll go inside. I'll grab the transmission fluid. I'll go out there and pour it on there, and it lubes it up real quick and make no
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah. Fix it with Tannerite. That's right.
Tannerite
that's
fixes
what Robert
everything.
Waters always says. Robert Waters always says to fix it with Tannerite.
Hey,
Oh
what?
wait,
That's how we
wait.
normally fish.
Talking about new tools.
Oh,
That's for my electronics workbench, my electronic shop to work on TVs and stuff. That's gonna go right there on the wall, screw to the wall. Got the little screws on them. Or on my workbench, it's gonna go right in front, right down here in front of me. And that way, if I got a TV or something or a circuit board right here or something, I could plug it in right here in front, straight down from me, instead of reaching over. And you
Yep.
have a switch on it. They'll kill the whole action right there. This right here was like $30. But that thing's 3 foot 40 inches long, let's see. Hey, let's see. Oh, and it's got a couple of USB ports in it
I
too.
love the smell of fluid film.
It's got
I love the smell.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got 10 110s, and it's got 2 USBs right there for 5 volts.
Hi Harold, you fixed your boat yet?
hey Harold.
Hey, Harold, how you doing, bud? I hadn't seen you in a while.
Hey, Harold.
I had to use a custom.
I'm
Talking
cleaning
about
up
boats,
shop
I had
real
to
quick.
use. Okay, Larry.
Hey,
Um,
I just gotta clean my little desk up. I'm gonna have my laptop set up here.
Okay.
So instead of looking at my crappy little logo, we can actually see my ugly mug.
Well, we saw you one time. You had that press.
What's up, man? Hey, what's up, Mike? Yep. Mike,
You had a press for a background. One of them power press.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, here's a handy tool that doesn't have nothing to do with lawnmowers, but the Dexter Russell fillet knife with the sheet, carrying sheet.
Oh, nice.
I picked that up for $15 from a restaurant supply house. I bought Missy a whole set. Look, hey, look next to the coffee pot. See that set of white knives? Right there?
Yep.
Next to the coffee pot. Now, it didn't come with the block. I bought all the knives separate. Everything was $100. Most of them knives, some of them are 25, 30 a piece. I
I'm
got
hoping to go fishing tomorrow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 10 knives for not even $100. Plus this one. Yeah, I mean, you know, this was included in the bunch. That's a nice fillet knife. Dexter Russell has a good name. They were out of oyster knives, so I couldn't get that. They were out.
Yeah, I'm trying to go fishing tomorrow. I just put a fish finder on my my kayak.
Yeah, you were talking about that about a month ago. Yeah, I know what that is.
Magnet pickup.
Yeah.
Telescoping magnet pickup.
Yeah. There you go. That was at O'Reilly's Auto Parts. I think it was like $4. And this is the heavy duty one. Right there. They had one for like $2.
Yeah.
That's a
I
tight.
sometimes use those to remove magnets out of hose. When I loosen up a magnet or a spark plug, I use them to pull it out of the spark plug out of the hose.
That's what a vacuum hose is for, Brandon.
Magnet works too.
Tannerite works too.
Tannerite works great.
Tannerite works good on everything.
Yeah.
Solves the problem, totally.
Oh, Rural King. Rural King is the sister store to a Tractor Supply.
No,
Hey, Stokers.
Tractor Supply is a knockoff of Royal King.
One of the two. They're the same company.
Actually, I think Tractor Supply just recently bought them.
I always thought they were affiliated with each other because they handle the same exact things.
Not really.
I always heard they got more.
Who?
My Tractor Supply.
3 times what Tractor Supply has. Royal King
My
even
Tractor
has
Supply-
their own tractor brand now.
My Tractor Supply sucks. They only handle mostly deal with people's animals, dogs anymore. They don't really have much tractor stuff or anything anymore.
Oh, they don't have the tillers and the scraper blades and all that outside for the tractors.
They got a few, but very little. It's mostly about people's dogs anymore. It's like another pet store.
Oh no, not over here. Not here. No, it's all tractor implements outside and all that. Plus they got a welding supply aisle. They got they look tools. Any kind of they got gear wrench
Adam's
over
in the
there.
house.
What's up,
Hi, Adam.
Tampa Bay? Eating a pizza.
God damn it.
I'm glad you got in gel, Adam, after going up against that Karen last night.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro.
I just dealt with a Karen, so.
Actually, I apologize to her today. You gotta love her, man.
Hey, tomorrow I'm barbecuing some what I call candy ribs, and I gave Papa Texas. Brandon knows Papa Texas. I sent him some K-Bone seasonings from here in Eunice at the radio station over there, and he used that on his candied ribs. It's honey glazed ribs. And anyway, Papa Texas likes the way I do mine, so I'm gonna do ribs tomorrow and either go live or I'm gonna make a video about it, show y'all how to do my ribs. Baby back ribs, baby.
Oh my
Hey, Cajun, I need to get
Yes, sir.
a recipe from you on doing red beans and rice.
And
Red beans
jambalaya.
and rice? Oh, Mrs. Oh, she was talking about that yesterday, doing some red beans and rice.
That
We do
jambalaya.
ours in about 6 hours. We cook them about 6 hours. Then they're done.
That's
I fix-
good.
Love
That's
jambalaya. That's my
traditional.
favorite meal.
It's either
Yeah.
the minimum you can do them is 4, but you're not doing them right if you put it that way.
Yeah, minimum 4 hours for red beans, correct. But we put tasso and smoked sausage in ours too, though.
What about underlay?
Andouille?
Yeah.
Andouille. Oh yeah.
Andouille.
Oh yeah. We
Yeah, I
get
got a
that
friend of
over
mine.
here.
He's originally from New Orleans, and he's up in Silverdale, Washington, and that's what he does.
He's from the islands. What? Pecan Island, Cow Island, Forked Island.
No, New Orleans.
Oh, New Orleans. Oh, I thought you said the islands. Oh, because we have
No,
Pecan
he
Island,
he
Cow
told me to-
Island, Forked Island.
She's trying to say New Orleans.
No, New
Yeah,
Orleans.
New Orleans.
New
Okay.
Orleans. That's how I was told to pronounce it.
Yeah, well, that's New Orleans. Yeah, I thought you said the islands, because we have it's a Cajun joke. Pecan Island, Cow Island, Forked Island. It's all It's all towns, okay, but it's not out in the Gulf of Mexico. But they are actually islands. They are actually islands, but they're surrounded by big bayous. That's why.
Well, Mater, you want to learn to cook? You can hop on. Mater, you want to learn how to cook Cajun food? You can just hop on your bike. Cajun's probably only like 4 or 5 hours away from you.
I know.
Yeah, Yeah, we were talking about that not long ago.
Yep. You missed all that, Brandon.
Brandon, he can send me the recipe, and I can do a decent job at it. It won't be the best, because it's not the original, but it will be decent. And he likes beans more than I do, so hey.
Yeah.
Okay, who's talking? That's got to be Crystal, huh?
It has to be Crystal, of course. Crystal.
Okay, I thought I recognized the voice. Oh, there she is. Hey,
Yeah,
how you doing?
My boy ain't. I'm
doing all right.
Mrs.
My wife's in the
Mrs.
shower, and I got my
Bradley.
boy right here. He definitely ain't talking. So it ain't me. Hey, Crystal.
Lucas.
How you doing, girl? Sorry, I'm cutting up pizza.
Hi.
Wasn't looking.
Oh, you're fine.
Feed my
We've
little
been out and about,
Night.
so
Pizza,
Yeah, we left
Hey, B.
about 9 this morning.
What's up, old
No,
school?
about 9:45.
yeah.
And we didn't get home till about 30 minutes ago?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. We've only been home about 30 minutes. We've been out on the bike and put about 170 miles.
Yeah, my hips are hurting.
Yeah. We did about 170 miles today. And
Heck yeah.
that was just going to Fort Worth. Yeah,
Me and my wife
that's
went for a ride
just
today. She
that's
broke
just
her-
going
she
up
broke
to
her header
the
off her bike.
GFW area.
I gotta quit riding my bike on these streets, man. I'm gonna get
And
hurt.
we got
I almost
another
went down
trip.
twice hard today. It's coming. I just know it's coming. I'm gonna bust my ass, and I'm gonna regret it really bad because it's gonna hurt.
I've already laid mine down, and I'm just waiting till I get time and the money to fix it.
What do you got?
I have a homemade motorcycle. Took a Lawn Boy 2-stroke engine and jerry rigged it to work onto a bicycle frame. And in my state, I can get that registered as a motorcycle, and it's registered.
That'll work.
It
basically it's gonna
wants
sound
to
like
do
a,
45.
You got a clutch? You got like
One of my,
clutch on that, or you have a
Yeah.
gearbox?
Yeah.
It has a clutch. No gearbox, but it's
I would
clutch.
have on my engines. Yeah.
Okay.
See,
And
I have a guy
it's
that
a
we race
manual
with,
clutch,
dirt
not
for
no
racing.
centrifugal.
He put one of those engines on a mini bike.
But
Oh, it's
I
cool.
plan on building a bigger
You should have
one
a long
whenever I
lost
get
brother.
time.
It was cool.
They're waiting to try and get
Talking
Brandon
about
to put
building
one of
stuff
those,
like that, you could be Adam's
Predator
long lost brother,
670.
old school.
Yeah. Hey, old school.
I build a lot
Still
of
trying to get
jalopes.
Adam to let me put one of those Predator 670s on that little kayak of his.
Hey, bring it up here. We'll modify the heck out of it, and then we'll stick it on a
I got
kayak.
your head.
Well, that's one of those engines I'm going to use for the
Service, man. I can't.
mini top fuel dragster with the blower on it. And it's going to be running nitromethanol.
I'll be right back.
Fuel injection.
My phone is ringing. I can't.
Yeah,
Who
I
was
want
the
to get
former-
about 150 horses out of it.
Easy. If I had the room right now in the shop, I would have my alcohol mower down here, my alcohol dirt track, oval track tractor. You would get a kick out of that one.
I'd like to see that.
It's It's on alcohol right now. I literally have to go to the store and buy Everclear and put it in its tank just to get the tractor to run.
Wow.
It's 3-speed manual, and your legs are literally over the cylinders.
Oh.
It's a post-twin 19 horsepower Briggs & Stratton flathead, carbureted, and the gear shift, like, here's where the edge of your nuts is. Here's the gear shift.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's not fun.
You hit one bump and you're going to be singing a soprano.
No. You shift into third, you're thinking you're singing soprano.
Ow.
It's
That
a
hurts
3-speed
thinking about
manual with reverse.
Yeah, just thinking about that's making me hurt.
And
Okay.
it's foot clutch.
Okay.
So you got a foot clutch, a brake, and a twist throttle. It sounds nice. It idles. When it idles, people think it's a Harley.
How much horsepower are you putting out?
When when I was in college, we actually strapped it to their dyno, and it pushed 41 horsepower.
Wow. Like I said, for me, I'm looking at. I like to get around 150.
You'll be pushing close to what my rally car makes right now. I make 166 with my rally car.
And how many cylinders?
4.
And I'm only going to be doing it with 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need nitrous. Hook up nitrous, you make a little bit more than me.
Well, that's why I'm wanting to go with the blower. That way, I don't have to worry about having nitrous and
You
running
run nitrous
the
with blower.
True, but like I said, I want to do it just like a mini top fuel dragster, just like your regular top fuel, but smaller.
Yeah, I could
Right.
work.
The only problem I'm having, because the guys that I got the idea from. Have you ever seen Cars and Cameras?
Yes, that's where I'm building. I'm building a copy of their street legal motorcycle. They put the Predator 670 in. That's my
Honda
next motorcycle
Davidson?
build.
Yeah, that Honda Davidson.
Yeah, that's my next build.
Okay, but did you see the one where they did their old school slingshot style dragster?
Yep.
Okay, I want to do the same thing, but I want to get it like a top fuel where the engine's behind me. Okay, but I want to have it just like a regular V8 to where I've got a cylinder on this side of me and a cylinder like that behind me. And the output shaft going straight back to a differential. So I just need to find some kind of a gearbox with a
Try.
clutch.
I would say use a Cub Cadet, like an older Cub Cadet clutch.
I've been looking at that, but I don't know if something like that's going to work.
Or Economies, the Economy Tractor Company. They use their older tractors. Like the Jim Dandies, they used Ford clutches and a Ford transmission.
Oh, really?
My
Okay.
neighbor over here, that's all he has. He has economy tractors, Jim Dandies. I did a clutch job on one. It's
Brandon,
all
how hard
mechanical clutch.
Hey, Brandon, how hard are those easy to find here in Texas?
What is it?
Economy Jim Dandy tractors.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be hard. If you find one, the tractor itself sells for a lot of money here. I've seen non-running ones for $1,300 to $1,500 here. They're highly collectible.
Yeah. Indiana, there's a whole tractor show going on right now of just those Jim Dandy tractors. So you might be able to find a crap one out there.
Yeah, but being down here in Texas right now, it'd be difficult for me to be able to get up there with everything I got going on right now.
Same. I just got that piece. Oh, wait a minute. I just got this piece of crap running.
Hey, Robert, I'm very happy living right now. Like Robert's trying to say, from the design idea, it sounds like I'm not happy living right now.
I'm not. I'm making crap money at my main job and having to come back here and work my butt off damn near midnight just to make my bills meet.
Yeah. Well, I've got a good job. It's paying all the bills. Hey, y'all want to hear something real funny? Okay.
No.
Oh, you don't want me to mention that? All right. Mama says no, don't talk about it. So I can't. Okay.
Now you got me wondering. Now you got me curious.
Tough.
But now, like I said, with my job and everything, I make good money. I should be able to clear
Okay, baby.
maybe a little bit over 50 grand for the year.
Have a doggy.
Yeah, we got another visitor. That's her.
I haven't sat down and done the math yet to see how much I'm going to take away this year.
Yeah. But I think last year I was just shy of 43 for the year.
Where the heck are you going, dog?
She's going to get comfortable. But with the last pay raise and everything, yeah, I should be a little bit over 50,000 for the year.
That's yours. Sorry.
Yeah, getting bills all paid off. But now, like I said, for that, that's the only holdup I've got as far as trying to figure out the drive system coming off the output on the back of the motor.
This is just a clutch.
Coming up with some kind of a clutch system and going into at least a 2-gear or 2-speed gearbox, going into a like a ring and pinion rear end.
What kind of rear end? What kind of rear end?
Just some kind of a ring and pinion rear end.
Oh, okay. I kind of missed a bunch what y'all were talking about. So
right, but
right.
It's not going to be a open rear end. It's going to be basically going to a live axle. That way, I've got both tires in a spin.
The Margay carts and stuff, the sprint carts, the Margay carts, and that type, all of those had live axles.
Right. Well, what I've been thinking about doing is trying to find maybe like a the Honda was it Gold? Was it
Goldwing?
Goldwing. Because I know their V6 or their 06 but they're shaft drive. So if I could get my hands maybe on one of those transmissions and be able to get it to adapt to that Predator engine, that would give me a clutch with a gearbox and a drive shaft going to and if I could adapt maybe the rear end on one of those to accept the an axle, like what I'm talking about, that would work.
We went to a antique tractor show in Poole. What, about a year ago, Missy? We went to that tractor show in Poole, or was that in the spring? Okay. Well, anyway, they had another one this year that we couldn't make it to. I think I was in the hospital, but they had a Honda Goldwing engine, like you talking about in tranny and all that, on
Right.
a lawnmower. Man, you should have seen the people over there that
I
was
bet they had
looking
a
at
crowd.
that. Oh man, yeah, he had it on a trailer. He had it off the trailer. We got there. I thought we got there early, but I guess we was a little late. He had it off the trailer. I guess we wasn't in the area at the time. He had put it back on the trailer, and Johnny had noticed it because Johnny Best, my business partner, they were a Honda dealer, and he had noticed that Goldwing engine on there. Had the radiator in the front and all that. I don't know if it was I can't remember. I had a video on it, and Missy deleted some videos so she could. It's still there? Oh, okay. Off the phone. I'll have to look for it and post it. I
Right.
forgot to post those videos. I forgot if it
And-
was actual four-wheel lawnmower or he converted the front end to a single front wheel, like a trike
Right.
lawnmower.
Right. See, okay, now Mike, the only problem with going to CVT is that I'm still going to have to, that might work, but the only problem with that is I'd have to have the engine up high enough and then have the top, the top gear here and then the bottom one here going for an output shaft going to the rear end. Like I said, I do want a ring and pinion style rear end underneath it. That way I've got with a live axle, and that way I've got both rear tires wanting to spin. But like I said, I want it to where the output shaft, the crankshaft and everything is in line with the rest of the car. Just like a regular V8.
All right. I forgot what kind of setup Taro had on his crap. All right. Remind me. It's an old lawnmower. They look like Jeeps.
Okay.
You make them look like a Jeep. Roof mowers. The riding
Okay.
mower. Terrell has got some videos on that, and he put a three-wheeler or four-wheeler. I think it was a three-wheeler engine and tranny on it, and I forgot what he
Okay.
had for the rear end. It was like a car rear end, almost.
Right.
Check that out.
Okay. Well, okay. You seen how the old Morgans are, right?
Morgan's.
Yeah.
Bless
Thank
you.
you.
I think I do.
Oh, I'm in the dark.
Because that's that British car and everything. That's two wheels in the front, one in the back, and you got people sitting side by side with a wooden body.
What you need to do is just cut you down a little pickup rear end. Take you like a little Nissan pickup and cut down the housings, cut the axles down, and use spider weld the
That
gears.
right there.
Make it
That's what
posi.
they did to pulling tractors.
Right, exactly. You just need
Right.
a little base, anything rear wheel drive. It doesn't even have to be a pickup. It could be a little, whatever, like a little Nissan car. Cut that thing down.
Probably find one of those Chevy Shove-Its.
Or yeah, a little S-Ted rear
Oh,
end.
bless you.
Whatever.
Bless you.
I'll just
Oh,
wait. There might be another one.
Soon type.
And one more, you're gonna be a saint.
You must be allergic to Mater.
Nah,
Telling you.
probably some of that Cajun cooking floating on down.
No, I'm allergic to junk.
Well,
Oh,
Brandon's over here.
What's that?
Yeah, Brandon's
That's
over that
okay.
way.
That's a big one.
Hey, told you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Oh boy, there it went.
Bless you.
There it is.
Oh.
I gotta get this international bull crap out of my garage. I'm allergic to junk.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's an old Cub Cadet or something. Yeah.
Man,
That
everybody
looks
knows.
like the model. What model is that old school? That looks like the
Bless
model
you.
right
Two up.
after
There's
MTV
two.
bought them out in the 80s.
Am I seeing double or is there two matching mowers there? There's two of them.
Nope.
One's a Sears. One's like Nate's mower he has.
Yeah, this.
That
Yeah.
Sears. And then another's Cub Cadet. Yeah.
It's a
Breezy.
Cub Cadet 1211 Hydro.
Yeah, I figured that was a hydro.
Yeah, I just put like $150 in just trying to get the dang thing to run.
Is it running?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Carburetor, let's see, let's go down the list. Carburetor issues, ignition issues, valve issues. I ended up having to pull the whole motor out, and it turns out the last shop that tried to work on this put the cam 180 degrees out of time.
Oh, how you like that? Huh?
Oh wow.
So
Yeah,
I had
it
to
won't
go
run
down
too good like
rabbit
that.
hole. I have no clue. But
Oh,
I got it back in timing. It's got one burnt valve, but the customer doesn't want to get near $200. So I'm stopping right where it's at because it runs, it drives, it cuts grass, and it doesn't try to kill you. Because the steering, you'd make one full revolution before it starts to turn.
Dang.
Like that John Deere I had that time.
Yeah. So fighting with the steering and the fact that they welded the mower deck onto the tractor. I mean, it goes up and down, but you can't take it off because it's welded to the frame.
Oh, you can cut them out.
Yep, cut and
What
torch.
the hell? Or a grinder.
Not when the tractor has a seriously bad gas leak.
Huh.
Tanner, right? Get it off of there.
Yeah.
All right.
But
Who's
it
good
runs, it
looking?
cuts grass. The
You
customer's happy and she's coming to pick it up
here,
tomorrow.
Brandon?
Trolls is watch time too. Thanks for the view.
Yeah, yeah.
Good looking
Cat.
honky.
We always appreciate it.
Cat dummy commie. No, I'm not a commie, baby. I'm a Cajun.
So I have a
Commie and
video
Cajun
idea,
is spelled
guys.
real different.
I have a video idea. I got this junky ride mower that runs and drives, but the frame is just like far gone. It's never be fixable. I'm thinking about before I pull the motor off to scrap it, I whistle and diesel it by running, just doing a bunch of stuff with it and destroy it.
Run it through everything.
Yeah.
For it.
Get a big ass bottle of nitrous and just feed it straight nitrous.
Oh,
I want to save the engine, but the frame. The engine's
Oh, you
still
want to
good.
save the motor.
Yeah, I want to save the motor. I just want to destroy the frame.
I was going to say, send that freaking piston to the goddamn moon.
You gonna melt
Feed her
it?
alcohol and nitrous.
put a jet engine on it.
Might melt the piston. You need some good Weiss pistons or something better at least.
Nah. I'm running factory brakes pistons on my race mower.
I ran them
Since
on my
water
brake
came, we got to
mower when I
run
was
this banner
racing.
again.
I ran factory pistons in bricks, but that was all stock or super stock. Super stock.
I'm not stock.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but what kind of
Like I said
flywheel you got?
earlier, I gotta buy up all of Everclear just to get the tractor to start.
Oh, you're talking about a rider.
These are
I
long
thought you were talking about a sprint
earlier.
cart. Okay.
Who's that guy?
Oh man, my team's
Yeah, I think one bottle of Everclear will get me one race.
Oh. That's crazy.
What? Okay.
Run that. I want to try one of mine on like methanol or something. I want to run one of the minis on methanol. I ain't done it yet, but I need to.
Takes a
I
lot
got
of
too much
work.
fun riding them. I've been riding the heck out of them. I've been riding these
cold
bikes
enough?
everywhere.
Oh, come on, Mike. It'll run for a
Come here.
second on straight
Come here.
nitrous.
All right, I'm getting
Yes,
off here,
I'm
guys. I gotta go put my boy to bed.
Come on, baby.
Hang out with the wife for a little bit. It was fun seeing you
All
guys.
right.
Hi, Adam.
Night, Adam.
Steven.
Night,
Night.
Lucas.
See you tonight.
See you later, bud.
Tell you what.
Sleep time.
I will. See you guys.
Beauty of being single. No kids, no wife, no worries. I can sit here in the garage all night long if I want to.
Some days
Enjoy
it
it
might
while
get a
it
little
lasts.
cold in there.
Oh, trust me, I'm
Yep.
trying to get a woman. Just that this is a repellent.
Why? I mean,
'Cause every time
unless you have hygiene issues, long hair is not a repellent. It's just part of who you are.
Yep.
And-
It is when you try to pick up chicks at a bar and the dudes are buying you drinks.
Dang, what kind of ballroom you been going to?
Go to a different
Public
bar.
school, I
Yeah,
told
you might
you
wanna
gotta
try
stop
different
wearing a
bar.
dress. You gotta stop wearing a dress in there.
Dang.
If I wear a dress, put a freaking
Go to
Glock
different
to the
bars.
back of my head and pull the trigger. Do me a favor.
Yeah, he can take
Well,
that
stop wearing
tail.
the
I used to
high
have a
heel
little
boots on.
ponytail. I used to have a ponytail myself. You take that and flat swathes off your back with them, or mosquitoes at the beach.
All I see it is, it's a scarf.
A what? A scarf?
Scarf for when you're plowing snow.
Oh, there you go.
Scarf.
Scarf.
Well, you can always
Hey,
tuck it
Bob.
up under your hat till you get a semi-decent one.
Like that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know how annoying that is?
No,
I had to
Steven
do this
Seagal.
at
I'll be
work.
honest. I'll be honest, sweetie. I used to go out to the gay bars with a bunch of friends when I was 18, 19, 21. I pulled my hair up because it was down to my elbows. I pulled it up, tucked it up, and I had no problems. I was picking up guys and girls. And trust me, I'm no beauty queen.
There you are.
Well, to
At least
you,
you
not
don't
everybody
throw
else.
them off a Mack truck like I do.
Look, Nate are looking at her like, what? What did you do? What? Huh? Let me in on
First
some
time
of
he's
that
heard about
action.
that too. That's the first time he's heard about that.
Guess what?
No, Mike, I'm not tucking it.
You know, Steven Seagal had long hair like that, and then sometimes when he made movies,
Mhm.
some kind of way they tucked it underneath and put it in his hair, looked like he had short hair.
You
There's
can always put
methods
it in
of
your
it.
shirt.
That works for maybe an hour.
Oh,
When I was in
then you want to switch
college,
bars.
working on diesel trucks. This actually used to be longer. I'm gonna tell you right now, it used to be longer. Problem is, when you're working on running diesel trucks, they get
Oh.
snagged, they get cut, and they
That's
get
bad.
sucked into the diesels.
That's it,
Yeah.
honey. Switch
And I
bars.
did I tuck them into my uniform. I've went to extremes. I took duct tape, wrapped it around the back of my neck just to keep my hair in place. Well, working near a hot ass turbo, you start sweating and that tape just loosens off. And where does your hair end up? Sucked into a diesel.
Is your hair
Then
worth
you want
it?
to switch bars and look for different women.
Yep. Move to a different state.
Nah. I got
That's
too many
expensive.
people in my family want to immigrate down here, but they want to come stay with you.
Yeah, I know. That is kind of weird. Now she's moved here to Texas. The rest of her family want to move from Oklahoma now. Her daughter wants to come down, borrow my car, so she can go get a Texas driver's license.
Now, how on God's green earth am I going to move this whole entire garage all the way down to a different state?
Take you what, 5 minutes?
Huh?
Take you what, about 5 minutes?
Maybe 5 years. I'm in a 3-car garage that's cemented to the ground, all cinder block.
Probably
I need to
easier
get me-
for you than what it would be for Robert down there. It'd probably be a lot harder for
Well-
him to move all his stuff.
Well,
I don't think it'd be possible.
Hey, according to Robert, hey, 5 seconds with Tannerite, you can have it moved.
Yeah, that's it. It'll move anything.
Yeah,
need to get me
enough
one of them
Tannerite, you can move it in
30-foot.
5 seconds.
I need to
I
get
don't
me
know
one
if
of
that's
them
covered in
30-foot containers and insulate the inside, and then throw an air conditioner in a cut an opening in the wall of it, throw an air conditioner in there, put that spray on insulation in there. It'll make a good shop.
I'm thinking about putting in a paint booth here pretty soon.
Inside there,
No, next to the garage. I'm either
Oh.
going to try to buy some land on this side of the garage off the state and put my paint booth over here, or I'm forced to put it over here.
Will the state actually sell you land?
Don't know.
Only
Here,
one
when
way
the
to
state
find
owns
out.
something, they don't turn loose of it.
Yeah, no doubt, especially like a preserve or a wildlife area.
Well, that federal game land's over there, and technically, the majority of my property I don't even own. But if you look on the documents to the property, I own the property, but I don't own that section of the property. If that makes sense.
It's probably called an easement or a right-of-way.
Right away.
Yeah, I got the
That's
same
on
problem.
my side of the markers.
I got the same problem with the city over here of Eunice. And I had my big greenhouse, my high tunnel, and I had to take 8 foot off of it so they could come in there and do something they said they wanted to do. 2 years later, they finally came in and did some work back there on the tree line. And then they came back again and put a culvert in so they said they can get their machines in there to keep that alley up, because it used to be an alley 40 years ago. They just didn't want nobody, I guess, to squatters' rights, because I'm buying this property. And there's no evidence of it being an alley at one time. Bless you again. Bless you. There's no evidence of it being an alley, except when I dug the holes for my high tunnel. There were shells. It's a shell base. Road foundation.
Well, we have a creek running through the center of our property. And since my shop's on the back side of the property, we have a gravel driveway going out to a nice little parking lot. Well, thanks to the years of the game lands coming across that little bridge, coming beside my shop, which, by the way, they busted my windows in with their mowers multiple times and told me to go fist myself, basically. But the little bridge on our property, it's caving in from all the equipment they ran across. I went to them the other day. I said, hey, are you guys going to fix this bridge since technically I don't own that bridge and you guys are destroying it with your equipment? They're like, oh, no, that's actually your bridge. I'm like, no, technically that's a right-of-way bridge and it's caving in and you guys really should fix it because if I take my car across it and it gives out on my car, I'm coming after your guys' ass. They said, no, that bridge is yours. You're technically responsible for everything for it.
Just be glad they didn't offer to do it for you anyway, old school.
What's up, Dale?
Hey, Dale.
Well, just wait till they're starting to use it, and it collapses with all their equipment and everything on it.
It's literally, if I take the Suburban across it, I can feel the ground starting to give away a little bit. And last year, me and my grandfather went down in there with money out of my pocket. I put I built these jacks, 3-inch all thread turned on my lathe. They're Acme threads, which I don't ever want to cut Acme threads again, but it's 3-inch hardened steel into a massive pipe pushing up against the edge of the wall that's down there, trying to keep it up. Every time you take a tractor across it, you can feel the ground starting to squish underneath. Ooh. And there's 4 of these jacks pressing on there, and they're as tight as you can get it.
Have you called the county on it?
Yep.
What's the county have to say?
Go F yourself.
The county?
They're not going to help you
that?
because they're not going to help him because if they do, they own it. It's theirs for life.
Maybe, yeah. I think that's the point there. Yeah.
I would just like to know as far as, okay, whose property is it on?
Mine.
Okay.
Technically,
so it's on your
mine.
property. Okay. Is it on your property or is it on right-of-way property?
If you look on the paperwork, it's on my property. But from what by the state and by the county is telling me, it's part of the right-of-way. But they are not claiming ownership of the bridge.
Then I would get some posts and 2 pieces of chain. Put the posts on either side of the bridge and run the chain between them.
Right.
And if they cut the chain, they are trespassing and they have to pay for it.
Well, either that or put a chain.
If I put a chain across it, then I'm shutting down my shop.
Well, I was just going to say put a chain up there on each end saying private property. And you're the only one that has a lock on it. So in order to cross the bridge, you have to unlock both of them.
Yeah.
To cross.
Okay.
When you put that chain across it, you put private property on it. And if they do anything to it, then it is their fault. They're trespassing. They have to fix it.
And they can get shot. And make sure.
Nah, that's a little too far.
Wait a minute. We're backing up here. Ammo's getting kind of expensive there.
True.
How expensive tannerite?
At the moment, I can't drive my rally car because because stuff is getting expensive.
Ooh.
How expensive is it for you?
Let's see. I just put damn near $50 into my rally car. That's a 4-cylinder, eco-friendly car.
Ouch.
It's damn near $4 a gallon for cheap fuel. Like the low grade is damn near $4 a gallon.
Yeah.
Bullets, you can't get bullets up here anymore. Every time I went to go get 22s, 410s, 12s, I need a bottle of black powder for my percussion cap rifle. Shells are empty.
Well, I can find that stuff.
I can't.
I can find most of that down here.
Nope.
Matter of fact, I was able to get some. What was it? Oh, I got some 5.56, and he had some better rounds than what I've been finding. And I paid, I think, $30 for 20 rounds.
All of our gun shops, Walmarts, hunting shops, sportsman shops, their bullet racks, empty.
Now,
All they
Walmart,
got is Targets.
Walmart,
Targets and
yeah,
guns.
I've got a few other places down here by me that they keep the stuff in stock. You got
What are you talking
Atwood,
about? Ammo?
You got Atwood.
Yep.
ammo.
Now,
Oh, okay.
Freedom Seeds. Tractor Supply. And for Evo was still open, they carried it.
Yeah, Walmart over here carries ammo, shotgun shells, stuff like
Nope.
that.
Ours is empty.
Just that
Wow.
out there.
Of course,
Like
the
my butt,
Walmart,
At
they
our
no
shop,
longer
we got
carry
ammo.
they don't have the AR now, but there's no ARs, there's no 223 or 5.56 at all.
We out of
Since they want him to sell
223s.
We're out of everything.
Yeah.
BB gun, even BBs for BB guns, we're out of.
Really?
We out of 223s
Wow.
at our shop.
I got
We had
at my
10
Walmart. I can
boxes.
buy. They still have boxes of BBs.
Nope.
I can
I
buy
can't even
BBs
get
and I can
CO2
buy
cartridges
pellets.
for mine. Mine takes CO2 cartridges. At first, you got ID'd for getting CO2 cartridges. Now you can't get the CO2 cartridges because they're not in the store anymore.
I'm gonna have to go look at my Walmart and see if they've got any.
I thought Walmart was going to drop ammo everywhere.
Well, they still got ammo over here in town.
Oh, they got guns
Yeah,
at
we
ours.
still got some here.
I say they got boomsticks up here, but we don't have nothing to put in them.
Yep.
Last time me and Johnny went to Walmart, we automatically go to the sportsman's part, and the outdoor center in Walmart, and they had cases and cases of rabbit shot, bird shot, and geese shot.
Well, I know at the
I would
I
love to
went
get
to
my
that,
hands on some 22s right now.
well,
I
I
could
got
probably
quite
order
a
you.
bit of.
I could order you some, but you're not here in Louisiana.
Nah. Because my niece, the other day, they came up here and we were hanging. They just came up to see us and see how my grandfather's doing. She came up to me and I was putting some stuff away in the rifle safe, and she's like, "Hey, can we take that nice white rifle, that nice white stick? Can we go out to the range and I could try shooting that?" So she wants to try out the 22 really bad. But if I can get my hands on some 22s, I'd take her out there and let her shoot the whole box up.
Until
The
you saw
last
the
box
price of
of
the box.
22s, I think I paid about $55 for, I think, 800 rounds.
I paid like $100 for 50 rounds.
Wow.
No.
Of what?
Federals.
22.
Yep. They're that
20
scarce
you paid
up here.
$100 for a 50 box of 22 long rifles.
Federals. Yeah. Federals.
Jeez.
My God.
You can't find them up here. If you find them, get them.
Dang. Yeah, we can
And
order
where you at?
22s all the time at the shop.
West
We can order
Virginia.
that.
I went all the way to Arcabellas in Wheeling to get a box. I got the last one, and that's how much I paid for that last box of 50 rounds.
Dang.
Jeez. You need to move to Texas then.
Yeah, or Louisiana.
Dang, I've never even been to West Virginia where people weren't packing on their pistols or guns at least, driving around. I don't understand how they don't have good bullets.
They don't. People are buying, like when Corona first started, people panicked when we got all those rioters, bought all the bullets right off the shelf. And since
Yeah, but
then, they're still worried about it and they're still whipping them off the shelves.
I need
Hey,
to
Mike,
send
I
you a
don't need
link
any. I've
to
got
a
one.
newsletter I get.
That's my theory behind it. So I'm not 100% what it is or why, but they're just not staying on the shelves.
People are buying them as soon as they get them.
Exactly.
So, guys,
Then you
That
need to
guy
take a
might not
truck,
be on
drive to Ohio, buy boatloads of ammo, and go back and sell it.
okay? That Skag might not be on the channel much longer. We keep getting crazy offers on it as is, not running.
For your Skag?
Yeah. It's not worth
Good
me putting
blow
money in
motor
if someone's going
first.
to buy it like that.
Sell it.
Let's
Yeah,
blow
I'm
the
going
motor
to.
and then sell
I would, but
I think
if
that's already
they're
happened.
offering-
Crazy offer. Bye.
These crazy offers, might as well take it and not have to put the work in it, because by the time I put the money and work in it, I'm probably not going to have that much profit by the time it's all said
it.
and
Do it,
done.
man. Make some money.
Sell it. You ain't sold it yet?
Actually, right, Mike Hodge, our Walmart, the closest Walmart to me is in Ohio. No bullets on their shelves. There's a little store called Dunham's Sports. Yeah, they don't have 22s.
Wow.
Where I
Maybe
work,
we need to go find Mike Hodge. Maybe he can
I
get them
work-
for you.
I work over in Steubenville, Ohio. The Walmart there, when I was getting stuff to go fishing tomorrow, I saw a gentleman buy the last box of 410 2.5-inch long shells. Because I need shells like that for my carrier pistol or revolver, but they label as a pistol.
Yeah, I was fixing to say most 14s I've seen were 3-inch.
Mine's a
Yep.
2.5.
Those are hard. I've got both of mine are all 3-inch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about after this tractor goes away and I get the payment for it, I'm thinking about having it rechambered for the 3-inch shells. Those are more common.
You know what? I
You sure
got
it's
a
not
few.
chambers for 3-inch?
2.5.
I want
That's what it
I want to
takes.
get kicked out of Texas for saying this. I got a few guns. I got a few pew-pews, but I'm not in the market right now to buy anymore. I mean, you can only shoot one at a time. I'm just not in the market
Right now, it's a seller's market,
Right.
Brandon. You don't want to be buying. People are idiots. They're spending way too much on it. Give it a year, people may be dumping them. Once they figure out
Well,
they're
I'm
not going to
watching-
get banned.
You're right. I've been watching auctions. Auctions have been crazy high this year on them. You can go to Academy.
everybody
and get
thinks they're gonna
guns
get
at
banned.
auction. There's
Guns
been
aren't gonna get
presidents
banned.
that tried that before.
No.
It never going to happen.
What I want to
The
do
funny
is get my
thing is,
hands
they've
on
never
a
really
58
tried it.
percussion cap.
They only say they're going to try it. They've never tried any of it. They're not going to ban
It's just
squat.
to get in office. They say whatever they're going to say to get in office. Politicians never keep the word.
I don't even think the current president ever said he was going to. Maybe assault weapons or something, but I don't think he ever said he was going to ban anything.
Assault weapons
He's
is what he
gonna ban-
meant 10 years ago.
He was going to ban AR-16s, not 15s, but 16s.
Well,
I saw that video.
You'll find some stupid stuff the politicians have said where they'll say, "Oh, I don't like this," but you typically won't even find them saying they're going to ban it. They're just talking to people who don't like guns in cities.
You
I
go
mean, they're not
outside?
doing squat.
Outside?
No, what I do. Well, if they're gonna ban anything, they should ban the EPA from messing with us guys wanting to build race cars.
Yeah, a rock's a weapon. A rock was the first weapon. A rock was the first weapon in the Bible. Hello.
Yep.
Heck, even a piece of wood.
They didn't have guns back then. A rock, a stone, a piece of wood, a tree limb. Hello.
Yep.
Oh, hickory.
Yep.
Well, you know what, Mike?
That's your first.
They might try, and it might happen, and then they'll get another president that'll say it's okay again. And I guess if they do, you just keep yours. You don't get rid of them. Just keep them, because probably a few years later, another president's going to come in and unban them. It's all.
Look at prohibition. Is never banning stuff that people can produce is never going to work. Look at banning weed. I mean, how many people can get weed when in states that it is illegal in?
Yeah.
I mean, hell, I can go buy it up the
Look
street.
at Oklahoma. Now,
I talked to a friend of mine yesterday in Illinois.
One of my customers is a dealer, so I don't care as long as you pay his bill.
I actually live in Illinois, and even when guns were somewhat banned here, you can go buy a gun anywhere you wanted, any type of gun. I don't have a gun license. I can go get ammunition up the street anytime I want.
Mm-hmm. Well, my buddy, he lives in Mount Vernon, Vidalia. Not Vidalia. As close to Vidalia or whatever, or the word, the pronunciation. Anyway, around Mount Vernon, Illinois area. He lived in South Louisiana for years, went to school together, raised up together. And he's saying weed over there, you go to one store, it's medicinal, the other store, anybody can buy it, Yeah. I don't know. It's
legal here.
I don't mess with it, so I don't have nothing against anybody that does. They each his own.
I mean, as long as you're responsible with it and not a complete dumbass with it, I don't care.
I like my coffee and my little whiskey, if you know what I'm talking about.
I've never actually been in one of the weed stores. There's one 20 miles away at the next town. It's just not my thing, but I don't give a crap.
I've been in there. I've been into several weed stores.
I knew there were people that ran it.
But I just never had any reason to go into a weed store.
I went in. I only went in because my current ex, she vapes. So I went in with her because she was scared to hell about going into anything that involved vaping alone. So I went in with her. They were trying to tell me that the big freaking bong that was taller than me, standing in the corner that had a price tag on it for over $1,000, was for smoking tobacco.
Yeah, there's a kind of tobacco that you can do that with.
I looked and said, no. I know what people put in that. It's not tobacco.
It's whitey tobacco.
There is kind of tobacco that does smoke through what looks like a bong.
I mean, I get the idea. Yeah, you can, but come on. Kids around my age, I know what they're putting in it. It ain't tobacco.
And you're how old?
That
I'm
doesn't mean
23.
Oh,
Yeah, but-
We ain't,
Uh-uh.
we ain't smoking no tobacco at my age.
Yeah, I'm old enough to be your mama.
I agree with you, old school, but they can't sell it for weed probably in your state.
No, they
Right.
sell it
No,
as
weed
decorative
is still
or
weed is still a pretty good fine you're getting. It's still illegal in the state.
It's kind of like, have y'all ever seen brass knuckles listed as paperweights?
Yep.
Yep.
See, same purpose.
Yeah,
I mean,
they sell what you're talking about as as a decorative item.
But they're doing it that way. You know, instead of saying, "Well, yeah, it's supposed to be for smoking weed," no, they've got it that way. You have it for tobacco. They sell it legally.
Yep.
It's for tobacco use.
Loopholes.
Right.
Just like I actually bet
I'm going
that
outside for mine. I'll be right back.
I bet old school knows where to buy weed, even if he doesn't smoke weed.
You want to go outside,
I
Scout?
bet almost every one of us does.
I actually know someone who's been trying to talk me into buying some off him.
I've never smoked a cigarette, so I've obviously never smoked any weed. And I still know where to buy it.
I've had one cigarette, hated it, never touched another one. I've smoked one joint. So we did this because one of the kids in college, he was known for having the best weed. He was really chilled, but the problem was one day he finished a BMW M3. I don't know much on BMWs. Don't know what M3 it was. Don't know the year. But all I know is he poured his heart and soul into restoring it. The day he finished it, he drove it to school. And on our lunch break, me, one of the guys, Phil, about 3 cars behind him, and a box truck turned and flattened his car with him in it.
Oh.
So, in respect for him, we went to his apartment. His roommate busted out the weed, and I smoked my first joint. And I'm not joking, I saw him sitting in the corner with a weed say, "Good shit, isn't it, Jar Jar?" I put it out and I walked straight to my apartment. 2 floors up. I walked straight up 2 floors and just sat there.
Yeah, you got a hold of some bad stuff then. If it's making
But my
you see
roommate came and
things.
said, "Yo, what the hell happened to you?" I said, "I saw him in the corner." "No, I'm done."
Yeah, you got a hold of some bad stuff.
I takes one bad experience, never again.
Don't blame you.
I'm never doing it again. And plus, now I can't. I have a CDL license with hazmat and clearance for towing explosives.
Yeah?
I tried the pin one time. I tried the oil one time, and it's like this shit didn't do nothing for me. I don't get what people, so I never did it. I'm not much on. I'm not much of a drinker either.
I know this
I
will be a
drink-
shocker, but I'm too cheap to drink or smoke weed.
I actually got sick just being around it, so.
I'm lucky I can afford to drink once every other weekend because I got 8 of these to pay for and keep running. I have a rally car to build, and I have a V8 truck to take care of.
Yep.
Crystal, actually, my mom used to do the pins because she said it helped her better than the medicine they give her. She said it don't hit you as hard as like smoking like a joint or something. The oils.
Yeah, I've heard that, but I don't know. My pain tolerance is I was in full blown labor with my son, and he was 8 pounds 7 ounces, and they put in 2 doses through my IV. It did not
My
kick
mom-
in. My body blocked all the drugs, and I
My
just
mom
sat
ain't
there. They
about-
said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Nope."
My mom, it wasn't much about. It's not about pain with her. Is her anxiety is so high that she won't even leave the house a lot of times.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't have any issues like that, but I have a really high pain tolerance, and the only thing that knocks it is 800 milligram ibuprofen. You have to go to a doctor. Yeah, can't afford that bill, so I ain't going.
I pump life.
Yeah, I don't have a pain tolerance.
Am I the only one? I think it's probably because every time I go to a dentist to get a tooth pulled, I'm usually in pain, but a tooth getting pulled feels good. And I guess because I'm usually in so much pain for so long before I finally get up the nerve to spend the money because getting a tooth pulled is so damn expensive.
No, because I've had that happen, and it's like, hey,
Yeah, I pull
you
my
know,
own teeth.
huh?
Now, we don't use dentists to pull our teeth around here. We do it ourselves. My sister had to have 6 teeth pulled out of her mouth. The dentist wanted to charge somewhere around $1,000 to do that. I think, I don't know. It's been a while. This was back before I started driving. So I said bullshit to that. I went out to the garage, grabbed some dental floss and the garden tractor, and we pulled her teeth that way.
Yeah, we've seen people do that.
It works.
Do that one.
It works. You need teeth pulled? Hang on, get some dental floss. I'll fire up the John Deere.
I got 2 of them need to be pulled, and that John Deere ain't gonna do it. They
You
need to be
underestimated John Deere.
orally extracted.
Tannerite.
Tannerite,
Sledgehammer.
gotta get them out of there. Tannerite will get them out of there.
Hey, let me get the
Tannerite
sledgehammer.
everything.
Yeah.
That or the what I call a Mexican speed wrench. Just get the cutting torch out.
Uh-huh.
Guys, I think I'm gonna go to Taco Bell real quick.
Hi, Robert. Have a good night.
All right, Rob, have a good night, bud.
That, Rob. You know what works great for teeth? Weirton's Best. A big old hunk of steel flying at your mouth.
Huh. Yeah, that'll knock them out.
You need 'em-
Exactly.
Hey, you need a tooth removed? Let me go get the sledge.
Get the hammer and a cold chisel.
That works.
Some of
I
them
think you've been watching
are,
gangster
we
movies.
call them nubs. I
old
got
school.
one of them or 2 are called nubs.
Uh-oh.
Tubs.
I got power stroke. Got power shoot. Achoo!
I do.
Okay, guys, I can't
What's
do it
up,
tonight. Saying
Jude?
hey Jude to him. So I got to saying hey Jude to him.
I don't sing. No matter how drunk you get me, I don't sing.
That was earlier today, and he missed it.
All right, I'll do it. Hey
What?
Jude,
Sing
Oh.
don't make it bad. Take a sick and make it better. See, that's the power stroke, Jude. Okay, I'll be right back.
Thanks for the warning.
Okay, now he's gone. We can talk shit, right?
Yeah, we can talk shit about them.
Man, I wish he'd get rid of that piece of shit Farmall.
Hey, now wait a minute. Wait a minute. I like my Super A. That's a nice Farmall, but I got the big one, the Super A.
Trade it and get a deer.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm too used to that Super A. The only bad thing is gotta hip the tools up to that 2-inch tool bar on the back of it. My row hippers, choppers. Now the belly, I got under the belly. I got the belly bars under there. I put my sights under there, my cultivators. Oh yeah.
I wish I still had. To me, I wish I still had that Ford 4000 4-cylinder diesel tractor I had. That thing was something.
I had one of them little Ford 4000. I had a Ford 2000 with a diesel.
Yep.
Yeah.
This was a row crop. I had the row crop, and it wasn't the tricycle style front end on it either.
Right, right. Yeah,
I want
mine
to
was
get a John Deere
4-wheel.
Spoker D.
Now a 9N, I love a 9N. It's got a little more power than the 8N.
Oh,
I never liked the 9N or the 8N. Didn't like the way the brakes and clutches were set up.
Well,
you can find those here. You can pick those up here for $1,300.
I can get one.
I figure you can pick a 9N or an 8N up for the price of a used garden tractor.
I can get a 9N for about $2,500 rebuilt over here.
Good used one here is about 13, maybe 1,400.
Not bad.
Yep. They're all over. I think the cheapest I've seen one has been about 900.
Now, if I'm gonna buy another tractor, which I want to get another tractor, but I just need a bigger barn. I want to get a John Deere Spoker D, an old Spoker D John Deere, short exhaust.
Yes, child.
With pneumatic tires.
Speak. Baby. Get pretty.
I really want a Taco Bell, but nobody will run up there now that I see that they have the naked chicken chalupas back.
I want a Shamrock Shake.
It's kind of too late in the year for that.
Yeah, but right now one would taste really good.
And a McRib?
Nah, just a Shamrock Shake. That's all I want. I wish I had the opportunity to drink more of them. I only have one this year. Rest of the time, could not get one.
I think I had two. I went to Ohio, and it was right around the time they had them for the year.
I had one. When I heard that they brought them back, I had one. Then afterwards, didn't have any time to go outside and get one.
I don't eat a lot of McDonald's. I eat a lot of. If I do eat, when I eat out, it's either Jack in the Box, Burger King, or Whataburger. I love Whataburger.
I'm at Dairy Queen.
Love them.
Yep. We have a Dairy Queen, and I love
my
the
hometown.
Chicken fried steak fingers. They come with white gravy and toast.
Yep.
But now it's not chicken, okay? It's just chicken fried steak, beef steak. I love, and it's like what $4, $5? Oh, $7 for the big one.
I get their chicken fry basket.
Like chicken strips, you mean?
Yeah, chicken strips, fries,
Beef strips.
and
Rodney!
that's my lunch from work.
Yeah, but
That's it.
ours, yeah. Well, the ones I
BW?
order, I don't like chicken that much. I like drumsticks and wings. I don't like the breasts, the chicken strips. I don't like that. It's too dry. I like the chicken fried steak. But a Whataburger, like Brandon was just talking about, I wish we had a Whataburger over here. We have one in Lafayette, but man, that's like an hour one way.
Oh, no.
Damn. We've got one here, and their drive-through, I don't think ever stops.
Well, they got it.
Oh, look. Hey, BW, what's up, mon ami? Raising Cane's. Now, we got them over here.
Oh,
okay?
Yeah.
Because
Oklahoma just got those in the last 3 years.
That's the Grave family. Graves that opened that. They got one in Opelousas. I love their French fries. They got them long, crinkle, them waffle, whatever, crinkle cut fries. And they all about 5 or 6 inches long.
Yep. Oh, when we went going up to Muskogee for the castle this past weekend, I got hurt to finally get a chance to have In-N-Out burger.
In-N-Out, yeah. I saw one of those. I ate at one of those in Phoenix, Arizona. They didn't have one in Tucson at the time. Now they do. But
my
let me
hometown
see. Been
has
married
one
almost.
of the original Dairy Queen.
Yeah. Yeah, we have the original Dairy Queen here. The old building, like 30 years old, 40 years old. Yeah.
Now, I tell you what's real funny is that here in Ennis, it's a small town, but at one time we actually had 2 Dairy Queens.
Wow.
And the reason on that is because the one that is still around, it wasn't actually part of Ennis. It was actually in a different city, but the one here in Ennis, we had that one on one side, and the one that's still open, it was actually in considered Dairy Queen of Sonoma.
Answer this, guys, for me. Dairy Queen's commercial here in Texas. I don't know why their commercial says this, because Dairy Queens are like everywhere. But it goes Dairy Queen. That's what I love about Texas. They're everywhere. They ain't just in Texas. I never got to that commercial.
We don't get
They started
Dairy
off
Queen
in
commercials.
Texas. Yeah, that's the thing. With Dairy Queen, they kind of like Whataburger. They both started off here in Texas. Because Whataburger is from, I think, Corpus.
Don't ask me.
I'd have to look it up. But, yeah, they started off, I think they started off here in, down in Corpus Christi.
You'd get me lying if I told you.
I know.
And I'm not going to look it up either.
Yeah. But yeah, Dairy Queen. I think they started off here in Texas, and that's not Corpus. I'm trying. I'd have to look it up again as far as where Whataburger started up at.
I think it was Whataburger. That Whataburger, I think, started in Texas, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Whataburger did start in Texas.
I'm pretty sure about Whataburger. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the where in Texas he's trying to find out.
Yeah, no.
I think it was in North. Wait a minute. Was it North Texas, around Dallas area?
No, it was from South Texas.
Where?
Somewhere in South Texas. I'm
Oh,
thinking it was Corpus Christi, but I'm
okay.
fixing to look
All
it
right.
up.
Well, to me, that's north.
Yeah.
Long John Silver's was opened, founded close to my hometown in Lexington, Kentucky. It was founded in Lexington, Kentucky. Long John Silver's was, I just saw.
Mm.
They're based in San Antonio. Yeah, I am right. It opened its first restaurant in Corpus Christi, 1950.
I don't know. Do we have two pump lights? Two pump life 813s in here? Because one of them was on the panel earlier, and
Yeah, I think he's having.
Oh, he turned down because his phone wasn't doing
Yeah.
good.
he said Tampa boy sent him over here.
Yeah. Oh, I was wearing Adam at the event we went to earlier. I've got a Tampa Boys Customs shirt.
Yep.
I was wearing that.
Oh, Mike Hodge, I love some White Castle.
Oh, White Castle? Yeah, them little bitty sliders. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oklahoma doesn't have that. All it's got for White Castle is the frozen.
We don't even have them here.
Yeah,
No,
we don't have
you
them
to
down
go
here
up north to
neither.
get 'em.
We
They're
don't
all
have
over
White
Ohio,
Castle.
Kentucky, and
They had a White Castle or Crystal Burger over in Mississippi in Pascagoula.
yeah, Crystal's a little close, but it ain't full White Castle.
Yeah.
They still have the same
Yeah.
style burgers, but it ain't White Castle.
They
All right,
both
I just
good.
looked it up. All right, Dairy Queen, they started off in Joliet, Illinois.
Which one?
It said Dairy Queen, 1940. They opened up in Joliet, Illinois.
Oh, okay.
Well, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. It's midnight for me up here, and I got that thing to get rid of, and I gotta go and see if they're putting a new part on my car or not.
Yeah, I got
All
to
right.
get off
All
here
right.
soon too. I'm going fishing tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
gotta
11
I
here.
gotta call
Yeah,
the Honda
it's almost
dealership
11
and
here.
see if they're putting the new cat on my car or not.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Stay safe, man.
Yep.
Pluto.
Well, guys,
Watch your
Hey,
catalytic
ladies.
converters, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
They got mine.
Out.
yeah.
Well, they can't get the one on your car.
What one?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They can't get because there ain't one. She ain't got no
There you
exhaust
go.
on her car.
There you go.
Well, guys, I want to get off here because I'm going to go fishing early in the morning.
All right.
Catch me some cats, Brandon.
Yep. Hey,
I'm
appreciate
gonna
you
try
letting me
to.
be in on,
I'm
Brandon.
trying to set up some jug lines.
Definitely.
Yep.
All right. Have fun. Stay safe, man.
All right.
Bye, K. Jones.
Yeah.
See you later,
All
Diego.
right.
See you later, Brandon.
Love, peace, and
All right,
crackling grease. Pluto.
I was waiting for that too, Cajun.